Hi, guys. Hello. Welcome to my Twitch stream. I don't know what that was, but anyway. Hey, don't do that. That's fair. That's a very fair request, and I will honor it. Is this a goblin? Is that what goblins sound like? I had no idea. Stop streaming. How come you guys always want me to stop streaming, and yet you come here to watch me start streaming and continue streaming? I'm probably going to go back and finish it, Squib, just not today, because I am still salty. I need it to kind of mellow out, you know? You come to watch me stop. You just like the stopping, I see. Fair enough. Come here to try to prevent me. Oh, you try to stop me from being the way that I am in the first place. I understand. That makes more sense. So this game is, you know, I'm pretty confident it's a game. So it's got that going for it. Other than that, I picked this up pretty much on a whim. And, it looked pretty good. It had pretty good reviews. I saw like bullet hell type stuff in there, presumably for bosses and shit. I don't know how long of a game it is, but based on the reviews, I think it's like a stream at most. Is there a waifu? There is a waifu, I believe. What if you just bought a book? What? Wait. Oh, if this was a book. Okay. It confused me a lot for a second there. I'm pretty confident it does have quirky indie game dialogue, yes. Because there are comments, there are reviews mentioning the writing or whatever, so I'm sure we'll see lots of amazing high-tier dialogue. We'll be laughing our asses off the whole stream, I'm sure. What if you just bought a book instead and streamed that? You guys want to do that? You want me to just stream reading a book? Just to a black screen, no visuals or anything? Also, I'm on the title screen here. And there's no options, just new game. So I assume, like, they better be in-game. Because I'm currently getting 666... Holy shit, that was literally 666 FPS on the nose. Right when I said that. I'd prefer to not do that if I have the choice. Among other things that I'd like to check, like the controls, for instance. I love being able to rebind my controls. It's my favorite basic feature. I'm a big fan. Guess we're gonna see question marks. Also, this is in early access, but the page claims that it's complete, and they're just trying to polish and, like, consider adding a few extra things. So I was like, fuck it, let's play it. What do you think of those legs, guys? What's going on? Oh, no. And there's also no music here. Okay. If I do use a controller, it's going to be PlayStation, so I'll click that. Looks like he uses mouse and keyboard, which is interesting. You love this already? Yeah, it just needs a little polish, guys. Just a tiny bit. Very fully featured options menu. Deny, escape, confirm space, rapid moving arrows plus control, command. It doesn't work. Oh, shift wasn't even in there, but that's a roll. There's no rapid moving. They lied. So left click swings my... Well, my cursor has a knife, but I don't appear to be holding one. I think that's just... I'm just doing a karate chop. Okay. Script. I mean, if I have to, I can use a script. Space to jump. I mean, if I'm aiming with the mouse... WASD does move, by the way. So if I'm aiming with the mouse, these controls seem fine, actually. Oh, you're asking if I have a script open causing problems. I do not. I have all my scripts closed today, thankfully. Hi. I'm Matt, and I want to teach you about dungeon survival. Wow, Matt was really dedicated. He knew I'd be here one day, and he just Died on that spot. The instructions in hand. Is it just me, or is calling a skeleton Matt kind of weird? Like, I don't know. He should be like Mr. Spoop or something. If you're feeling really hungry now, don't worry. It's a very special feeling that grows inside every zombie when they come out of the ground. Oh boy. But over time, if you don't take care of that special feeling, it can cause serial organ failure. That's why you need to eat. Ah yes, you don't want organ failure as a zombie. I'm here now because I made a mistake and forgot to follow Simmer's instructions. I wish I had listened better. Simmer? Of course. Go find some food and take care of that special feeling. Don't be like Matt. Don't become a skeleton. Okay, thanks, Matt. There is choppiness in the movement while scrolling. Like, just look at the ceiling here as I move left to right, and you'll see it jitter sometimes. Especially when I turn around, I think. Well, no, that was a coincidence. Thank you for the 57 months, Deccan. I appreciate it. I often engage in intimate relations with your mother. Plastic bag. Kind of looked like a swimsuit top to me, but okay. This friendly interdimensional pouch keeps your groceries fresh. Okay. Dude, this this visual bug when you put the cursor above or below your character, though. What is that? Why is that happening? See, I'm tempted to try forcing the NVIDIA VSync or something. That is the advertised rapid movement. Thank you for the 27 months, Sevness. You're drunk still after last night. Oh, okay. Oh, good job. It just got jittery again right when I fucking... Oh. I wonder if I can kill this. Oh, neat. Blade grass. It's sharp and you're worried it might cut the bag. Well, why roll through it when you can kill it and get sick loot? Also, my hearts have weird little faces. This is a game. I'm pretty sure this is a game. Hey, I'm Megan, and I also want to share my survival experiences. Did you know that to many creatures, zombies are actually a healthy and delicious source of food? I didn't, and look what happened to me. That tree, oh god. Oh god! Oh god! Oh no. Oh god, no. No. This dungeon is full of creatures that discriminate against the undead. Nobody wants to share their food. Most creatures just want to eat me. Oh no. If I could try this again, I'd want to get a weapon like a stick or something to protect myself. A stick, huh? Well, I got these karate chop hands. That ought to do it. Maybe I can get a stick from this tree penis. Now using a tree penis as a weapon. That big wooden rod. God damn it. Was Megan the waifu? No. There's plenty more waifus. Don't worry about it. It's Brandon here with more of your top 10 hottest survival tips. Wow, this is quirky, guys. But before that, I want to congratulate you for making it out here. Very few zombies have made it here in one piece. You can thank Simmer for putting you together so well. Excuse me while I just dance while you talk. Anyways, to start off, we have Big Mozzies at number 10. If you're a zombie suffering from debilitating hunger, you might want to try the local protein-rich delicacy, Big Mozzies. They can even taste like shrimp if you just imagine it. But watch out because they need to be cooked. If you eat them raw, your stomach will fill with air and explode. Yikes. Yikes indeed. Can't disagree with that. What do you have? Tree nuts. Nuts for throwing. Right click. Right click. How many do I have? Can I just do this forever? Okay. I don't know how saving works. So I don't know, like I wanna go try NVIDIA VSync because this is horribly choppy. It's just that stupid frame stutter that so many fucking indie games have, and I don't understand how it's such a pervasive issue. You would think that this would be something that they would handle. Nothing worse than struggling. It's not even just indie games. Sometimes it's even bigger stuff. There's nothing worse than struggling to get a game to not do like micro stutters, even though you're running it perfectly at the 60 FPS. Exclamation point. It's a nice looking pot. Could it be Simmer-chan? Oh, look. It's the aforementioned waifu, chat. Ah, after 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth. With a free lifelong premium subscription to Simmer's cooking lessons. Satisfaction guaranteed, or double your money back. Okay, I hate it. Give me my money. I've been looking for you all morning, boss. I just want to report that Tyler blew up the gas canisters. Oh, she's, not happy about that. Hey, I was in the middle of something. It's just Tyler. Can't you take care of it? She's flexible. Oh my god. Well, this is awkward. Let me get to the point. I'm your creator, Simmer the Necromancer. What is this? A video game. I need an apprentice who can inherit my culinary arts. But because of there's kind of a shortage of skilled labor down here. Oh, the of just wasn't supposed to be there. I created you to do the job. For example, do you know why you can't eat raw Mozzies? Because boom, all that wind magic's gonna blow your head up if you don't cook it properly. Are you okay? Oh, she's fine. Is it possible to learn this power and prepare magical dishes that are delicious and safe, you ask? Not from an amateur. That's why you'll need a limited edition hardcover copy of my Introduction to Magical Cuisine. You've made it here, which means you're the smartest zombie so far. I'm sure you'll learn quickly. I need to step away for a bit to literally put some employees together. In the meantime, study that book and study it well. Bon appetit. Gives you wings for double jump. Fried mosquito. I want that. Wait, so when I make dishes, they give me ability upgrades like that? Neat. I have not, Bogus DD. What's this guy want? I guess he wants meat? Oh, wait. Big mosquito, 3-9. So I guess I need 9 big mosquito. No? Oh, I need 3.5 9. Okay. So he made the fried mosquito. Now I have double jump. Neat. So this might be a limit to how many dishes I can have active or something? The face. Some good faces. Report on Dungeon Survival by Kyle. Simmer kept telling me to find a pot to cook with. I'm not really sure what that entails. I was really hungry, so I ate those mosquitoes raw. I then proceeded to explode. Wait, but that means you got here. I thought I was the only one who did that. Hold on, I'm gonna drink some coffee. Okay. No, Rex, her name was Simmer, not Apple Tits. You bone Simmer. Good one. How do you take your coffee? Usually 1 cream and 1 sweetener, but this is, the shitty Keurig machine coffee that they have down in my store, because I don't have any fresh coffee right now. And they have this, like, flavored creamer that I use to mask how bad it is. Instant coffee? Oh, God, no. I hate instant coffee. It's so bad. Okay. Main weapon, equip. But I'm already equipping... Okay. That's some art right there is what that is. That's what that is. Basic secondary weapon. A melee weapon with a wide attack range made from sharp blades of grass. 10 points of damage. So I can perhaps make that? What? How is that? Alright, I guess that's how that works. So I should be able to equip that. Oh, it already did anyway. Okay. Neat. So in addition to the normal cooking, you can also forge gear there, I guess. Just got here in time to ask if coffee whitener is a dairy product. Oh, God. Thank you for the 14 months, Shuja. I appreciate it. This game is a game. I know that much. When does it save? Are you going to warn me that it's not saving if I click exit? Oh, okay, I guess not. Well, I hope it just saved after... Yeah, okay, I got continue, so... I need this game to not be stuttery. It's going to kill me playing through that whole thing like that. And... Come on. Come on. NVIDIA control panel, why? What? Okay. I don't know why I made that noise. Probably because I clicked it twice. Vertical sync on. And I will try fast sync if this doesn't work as well. Please work. Please work. Please work. I hate stutters. I hate micro stutters so much. Just a casual 5,400 FPS. Don't mind me. English, please. Is this a tech support stream? It might be, depending on how much of a fucking pain in the ass this decides to be. With the stuttering. Are we literally at the Thanks for that continue. Appreciate that. Still stuttering. That's infuriating. What if I not full screen it? Just out of curiosity. Still doing it. God damn it. I have a stutter. Does that mean you hate me? Well, no, because I'm not trying to enjoy your video gaming content. I don't know if that's even true full screen, meaning that like what I do might not even have any effect anyway. So your monitor on 60 Hz? That's a good question. It should be. Why did I look in there? But yeah, it is. Fast. I could even try forcing it off and just having 600 FPS. If nothing else works. No problem, left turn only. Thanks for the 11 months. Hey, Drew Leaf. It's video gaming content. It's a side-scrolling, I don't know, some kind of platformy, kind of shooty, dodgy, attacky kind of game. Please, fast sync, save me. Why? The only other thing to do is to try to force VSync off, but I don't even know if that's a thing. That's going to do anything. This is seriously stupid. I hate this problem. Because there's typically not a good solution anymore. Is the game stuttering or is the character animation just way bad? It's not the character. I mean, that too, but... the whole game is stuttering every few seconds. Alright, we're just going to rock 600 FPS unless the game just does it anyway. Yeah. Okay, so my suspicion then is that this is not even a true full screen game. And it's using just the Windows triple buffered VSync compositing or whatever. You found out that the Borderlands 1 remaster co-op is super fucked up with lag and stuttering until you turn off the voice chat in some config file. Wow. Yeah, so the fact that this is still locked to 60 means that this is not true full screen, so there might not be anything I can do. Is there... No, it's not the guy. It's just look up here. Look up here as I walk side to side, or even at like the blinds or anything that is like a reference point. And you'll notice that every few seconds it hesitates and then catches up. It's micro stutter. Right there. Again. 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 Keeps doing it. And I don't know if I'm just like extra sensitive to it, but it drives me fucking nuts, man. It's really annoying. But does there... Try Alt-Enter to force full screen? Worth a try. Nah, it just toggles between borderless windowed and windowed. Let me see. Force exclusive full screen. Let's see if this exists. Let me see. Disable full screen optimizations in the exe properties is a possible thing that I... okay, maybe Windows is doing that, and maybe it would be true full screen. But Windows, with its weird setting, is preventing it. Should be here somewhere. Disable full screen optimizations. All right. And just for shits, I'm going to actually set it to run as admin as well. Because everyone likes shits. Okay. Let's see. Is this micro stutter? Seems more like regular stutter without an SI prefix to me. I don't know the difference. I use the terms pretty interchangeably, and I would just say micro if it's like minor. Like, I would probably just use the word stutter over micro stutter if it's like a long or consistent, very bad stutter. Just micro if it's like minor but still noticeable and annoying. It'd be pretty obvious if it's true full screen now when we alt enter. No, it's not. It's still not. See, it's one of those difficult to Google things because there's people like saying like all the results are getting dominated by this complaint about like the new Windows setting that does this to some games that are supposed to have full screen, exclusive full screen, but I want to take a game that doesn't even bother putting it in and literally force it to run in exclusive full screen. I don't know if it's possible. No, I don't want to look through Steam. I want to play this. It seems fun. You would think, though, that it wouldn't stutter if it's using triple buffered VSync, but I don't know. Fucking hate borderless, man. Does exist, you haven't found it yet. If it does exist, you haven't found it yet, because that would be super useful. Yes, yes, it will. Yes, it would. I found, for whatever reason, I don't honestly even know what the game mode in Windows 10 does, but for whatever reason, VR apps run better with it on. And it doesn't cause problems with streaming for me because I stream on a separate machine and capture this one outright. So I have it on personally, but I could... No, the game bar is different from game mode from what I understand. I mean, I could just play it and live with it, but it's kind of annoying. Like, I don't even know what would those aspect ratios though. I don't even know what to do. Is there a way? What if I oh, here's something I haven't tried. What if I lock it to precisely 60 FPS using the using this? I don't remember how to do that in this program, though, so if anybody knows, help me out. I know there's a thing in here, but I completely forget. K-boost? Oh, yeah, you don't want that. I don't think it's on the cogwheel, but I'm going to check. Set the temp target to 100. Ah, yes. Frame rate target. I guess it's just a global setting. I really thought you could do it on a game-by-game basis, but it's still hitting 61. What if I do 59? What did I even just open? Wait. Oh, is this? Maybe this, like, maybe it only applies to these EXEs here. And I have to find it. Dungeon Munchies. .exe. I don't know. Still 61. Okay, just to see if it's working, I'm gonna set it to like 45. It doesn't give a fuck. Maybe that only applies to full screen applications. You could try Steam launch settings to cap it to 60. Another good idea. How's that guy work? What's with this right here, by the way, on the side? Restart it, maybe? Oh, maybe. I'm going to try both. I'm going to set the launch settings while I'm here anyway. I didn't think you had to restart the game. You had to set your desktop to 45? Oh, God. I don't even want to fuck around with that. Do you know the parameter for this? Steam launch settings, force FPS. Actually, maybe you can force VSync in here too. Okay, I found a list of like all of the settings. Let's see. Forces the engine to start in full screen mode. I feel like stuff like that, a lot of them are only going to work in like source games. These launch options apply to Gold SRC and Source Engine games only. They do not apply to third-party games. Please refer to this list of Valve titles. But is there a separate list of global ones? It's game/engine specific. Cool. So that's useless. Did you try dash force D3, D9? It's a Unity parameter, so it might work with this. This is a Unity game. Thank you. Do I put it here or in the EXE target? Look up once for you. Yeah. I think we got it. Please work. I don't remember seeing that weird colored starting screen. Oh, I think we're actually getting capped to 45 now, so I'm guessing... I wonder if it's because of the fact that it's now full screen, or if it's... Let's see, does it... Or if it's just because I restarted. I guess it's just because I restarted. The fact that it's tabbing so quickly means it's not... true full screen, I think. I'm curious what this does, though. 45 is the optimal frame rate. Okay, so it looks garbage. That's not surprising. All right, I'm going to restart the game with the 60 FPS target now, then. See what that does for me. I'll leave that launch parameter in there anyway. 60. All this just to get, like... Can you imagine if you didn't know what you were doing and you just wanted to have a nice fucking smooth video game? Like, I largely know what I'm doing, and I have the help from even more knowledgeable people in chat, and we still can't get this to fucking run properly. Please. You have 0 standards and you don't understand what was wrong with that? It was extremely framey. It might even be fucking worse now. It's actually worse. It's happening like twice as often. Oh my god. Should I try 59? I don't know. You would have Googled for a bit and then gave up. Yeah, probably refunded, right? The game seems fun, too. Like, I don't want to just drop it for this. Try 144. Maybe cap 61 since that's what it has before. It's possibly a Unity engine issue. There's a big thread of people complaining about inherent periodic stutter in the Unity developer forums. Ah, so is there anything I can do? The refresh rate is already at 60 per snare. Come on. Maybe 59 is the magic number. It wouldn't even be 59, though, like, if that was the issue. It's more frequent. It like, doubled again. Okay, maybe 61 after all? I don't know. It's a thread from 2013. Like, yeah, if it was gonna be that, it would be, like, 0.9 whatever. Which I can't really specify. Try 20. Oh, yes. I'm not doing 30 FPS. I'd rather die than play this at I'd rather have the micro starter than play it at half of 60. Did I just pick Japanese or something? Because it didn't scroll over? Oh, you read it wrong. Okay. Thank you, Tobiyashi, for the 50 months. That's a long fucking time. Okay, I'll give that a try. Solar, thank you. Wait. Did that... Did 61 fix it? It's gone. '61 actually fixed it. Wait, no, it just stuttered. But it's dramatically improved. I only had like the one little stutter there when I came over here. Try even higher? I mean, yeah, I guess I could. Yeah. Yeah. Although I think the game... I don't know, it seemed like the game was capping on its own before to 61, so I don't know how that... Like, can this override it? I guess we'll see. Anything from 8 and up is impossible to hit without looking. Try window mode exclusive before tweaking frame rate more. Oh, fuck it. I've got the capability to stream... to capture 120 FPS source anyway. You can't push it to 120 FPS. Only Project Scarlet can achieve frame rates like that. And before the game is the physics engine is FPS dependent, and this is the complete meme. I guess it would have to be 122 if you were doing that, but it might not be the fact that it was 61 exactly, but just higher FPS. I don't know why, but I'm just curious. I mean, I was pretty satisfied with it on 61 if we can't get it to be any better, but it's going back down anyway. Yeah, it's about as bad as it was like at the start now, I think. My stream is only in 60 because you cannot Twitch's player cannot handle 120 FPS video stream. But I can capture it on my stream computer at the native 120 and then just cut the frames in half. And it looks fine. Okay. I'm going to set it to 61 like we had it, if it even does anything. It seemed like it did. And then I'm going to try that other launch target on top of it and see what happens. Try the unlimited color range. Wait, why am I on full? Why am I on full? Wait, no, that's correct. I'm supposed to be on full. I'm capturing full and then converting to limited with the capture card. So that way I can at least have it looking slightly better. Okay. Can you paste it for me again? Does any service have 120 FPS streams? Not that I'm aware of. Don't think so. Dash. Should I leave that one there anyway? I guess it doesn't matter. I got that correct. think you forgot to set the category properly. Well, it says Dungeon Munchies. Oh, you're joking about it being tech support. Yeah, 120 FPS, or 120 hertz, rather, is not very common. Despite what we elite gamers might think. Yeah, that's not true full screen. It's tabbing too quickly. However, regardless, this is it's fine on the 61. Were these weird black bars here before? Was this? Is this new? Is this because of the launch settings? I don't know if these were there before. Please, not new? Okay, I was slightly concerned. Also, make sure it's not tearing or anything either on your end, guys. It's still, the vertical... Oops. The vertical scrolling is still not, as smooth as I would like, but... could be worse. Fuck all you stupid skeletons. More like skeleton dead. Got him. Oh, right. I could come back there after I get double jumped, like, right away. Literally right now, in fact. Oh, wait. I probably have to be... I gotta go cook it at the specific location. But I'm coming back, because I'm a gamer and I don't miss things. Ha, you can't get in here because it's water, you stupid idiots. This character looks so stuttery to me when you move. Yeah, the animations are really weird. It's like he just kind of teleports forward slightly or something. Thankfully, I don't really look right at the character. I tend to be like looking at what I'm doing rather than at him, so that's not going to trigger me as much. Sorry for skipping the waifu. We already spoke to her. Already eaten that, so it just did it on its own that time. Interesting. What's up with the weird face stuff? I don't know, but I like it. I like it. Sure, let's go with that, Cyber Benny. And not because of gross incompetence. That's tricky, but possible. Oh, come on. All right, I can run. No, I can't. I can tumble. There isn't like a leniency edge jump thing going on either here. Huh. Maybe it's not possible. In my current state. Fake fan gamer, right? I didn't finish the Jump King DLC. I started it. I played it in like 3 sessions. Yes, 3 sessions now, and I just keep getting, keep falling all the way back to the bottom and getting salty and quitting. Oh shit, what did I find? Question marks. Pog? What's that? Jimbo's secret soup pot. An ancient pot left behind by Jimbo, the ancient legendary chef. Huh. I'll take it. The DLC is kind of disgusting. It's so brutal. Like, I got past the win part. Like, right at the top, I was doing the final jumps to, like, get across to the new zone. I fell down and ended up, like, all the way back in the ice area. And then I missed, like, 1 or 2 more jumps, and I ended up literally at the fucking very bottom. It was infuriating. It's too much. Like, you fall too... Like, in the original game, there's a few really punishing jumps like that, but they're few and far between. And then... in the DLC, it's like every second jump has the potential to send you back a stupid, obnoxious amount. And it's just, like, annoying at that point. Not really fun, just annoying. Okay, make the sword again. Let's go. Rex, you're hurting the trees. Pee-pee hands. I don't know what pee-pee hands have to do with it, but I'm hurting the trees because they're intimidating me with their huge wooden fucking stick penises. There's a small note here. For Simmer, employee safety is of the utmost importance. When a worker dies on the job, they will be resurrected at the cost of the company. That way, all employees are empowered to work for eternity without a care in the world. I took a look at that new Don't Starve character, the tree guy, off stream for like a minute. And he loses sanity when you chop down trees or pick flowers. And like he's got some benefits to counteract it, but it seems like quite a nuisance. Wow, doing stuff off stream. I know, right? How rude of me. Did you get the world record on the Jump Dude DLC yesterday? Obviously. Do you think I'm not a gamer? Nothing has been even remotely a threat to me so far, but I mean, we are in the tutorial, I guess. Oh. This guy took multiple hits. Not edible, but it must be useful for something. Probably making gear. Oh, shit. That tree has arms. Alright, enemies that can actually damage me instead of just, like, flying around and looking intimidating. That's a shit, is what that is. Oh, those bugs are treating me like crap. If only I'd stayed together with my cone. You played the tree guy in single player, and as long as you don't dig up trees, you, at least in single player, overall gain sanity if you only chop fully grown trees and plant the cones. Yeah, I saw that, which is nice. I just, I think for me to want to play more Don't Starve now, I just need more different content rather than, like a character. Thanks for helping me with the bugs. I wish I had something to thank you with. I wish you could help me find my friend. I'll tell him we owe you one. I think I'm gonna just stay put. It's a proven strategy for finding missing team members. Are those strawberries? Strawberry pineapples? Is it just me or do they look like strawberry pineapples? Welcome to the official training camp we've worked hard to prepare for you. Let's get oriented. Hosing down that old rusty cart was the most work anyone's done this week. Don't mind the turd near the entrance. I'm thinking about cleaning that soon. This dungeon is full of magical creatures. You get all sorts of magical powers when you eat them, but you'll probably die if you don't cook them. What is the right way to season the big toad? How do you even eat a slime? The only way to know is to read my complete works. I gave you the first volume, but this isn't some kind of book giveaway. You'll have to work for the rest. But I believe in you. That Moe Fang, though. I can't wait to see you struggle through the challenges facing you. Don't get too cocky and start with the 3 basics. Monster hunting, ingredient collecting, and... food cooking. I did some food cooking today. For the first time in a stupidly long time. As your supervisor, I'll be working hard supervising you from here. Get to work. Fang is gone. Oh, they took it away. I guess she's not Moe anyway. She's only part-time Moe. I made Swedish meatballs. It's really good. As the only platinum tier, nationally accredited necromancer around, it's only natural for my employees to have the best benefits. You see, back in the day, I made a killing out of resurrecting overworked office workers. A dead workforce is an inefficient workforce. That was my core value proposition. See that large recycling bin next to me? I've applied a fully automated corpse assembly spell on a bunch of these. Whether you've been cut up and filleted, blended, or digested, the closest bin will collect your remains and quickly put you back to work. Okay. In other words, they're checkpoints, gamer. We can cook a mean grilled fish. The pan is so sad before you put anything in. Look at him. He's so sad. Poor guy. Increases maximum health by 20 points. Movement speed. This is pretty cool. I like that we're gonna get this many upgrades. It's nothing special about getting upgrades, but I don't know. I like the presentation of the cooking meme with that. Training. These are teleports, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and not talk to you. I figured it out. More games need sad pants. True. Small secondary melee weapon made from sharp blades of grass. Why would I want that when my main one does more and I have a ranged weapon on my secondary? Raises windshield to block attacks from that direction. Can be raised for 15 seconds. Max 10 points damage absorbed. 1 second cooldown. I'll take that instead, actually. Shield seems like a good plan. Hi, I'm Kamul, the weapon crafter. Why do you even cook in this game? Because we're a cooking zombie. And if you don't cook, you die. You double die. The boss created me to make weapons, but there's nobody to make weapons for. I'm starting to have serious existential concerns. For example, how can I be a weapon crafter if I haven't made any weapons yet? That's a good question. Wait, do you need a weapon? I think I can be of assistance. If you don't cook, you get microstunning. I feel like for games like this, where I go through such a fucking nuisance to finally get it to work, maybe I should like make a Steam review and put instructions on how to fix it. But then again, I'm lazy garbage, so I'm not going to. See tearing though. Do you actually, or are you memeing me? If you cook in the game, you cook in real life. Wow. That sounds way easier than the normal method of cooking in real life. You hear tearing. Good. Make that Steam review stream content. No. Hi, Snail Chan. Oh, he like countered me for hitting him in the back, I guess? It's quite the attack you've got there, my dude. Or maybe you could just make a Steam review to make the dev aware so they can look at it and make a proper solution. No. Twitter.com/Dungeon Munchies/status. Ah, is it about stuttering? Sounds about right. Oh, I think he just ate me before. No, it's not. What does it say? I'm curious. Do devs actually read Steam reviews? I'm sure they do. Maybe not all of them. But as a general rule, of course, people want to know how their game is being received. It's just a promotional tweet with some waifu art. Oh. Okay. That tweet is made for Rex? How is a promotional tweet with waifu art made for me? Just because it has waifu art? What kind of fucking... How degenerate of a weeb do you think I am? Okay, so we could go back to the training camp, but... this list does not... Oh, it's 1 out of 3. I was going to say, it doesn't give me high hopes for the length of the game. However, the last page is one entry. Are you really asking, Rex? Yes? I've only seen, like... I don't know... How many animes have I seen? Like 100, maybe? It's not that bad. You're bad at this? You're bad at this. You're bad at being a viewer. Got him. I guess if I had the other sword, I could probably do both at the same time, huh? Should have made it as well, just for options. Because I could DPS down guys like this a little faster. 100 is literally twice as many as I thought you would have watched, TBH. I've been watching anime for years, dude. I don't know. I really am not good at estimating quantities like that. Could have been 50 or it could have been 200, for all I know. I get a feeling my next weapon's going to be a scythe. I was too lazy to dodge, so I just ate it. Fuck it. I mean, we can revive at checkpoints anytime anyway, right? Okay. I guess I'll actually block this guy. Did I just get like a special for blocking at the last second or something? Was that like a parry? You see that? It slowed down and made a noise. That time it just didn't even care and it hurt me anyway. I guess he did too much damage. Watching anything that has "can't be this cute" in the title does much more damage to you. Oh god. Titles like that. It's way cuter than it has any right to be. Am I right? This game is way better than it has any right to be. Suddenly insane stutter. I guess the game just also has optimization issues in certain areas. Because it was fixed completely at the start. And right there, we got some pretty hot... We're getting some really hot stutter right now. Holy shit, look at this. It's like it's in slow-mo. It's so much worse. It's an early access game. Yeah, but the page says it's basically complete except for polishing existing content and like figuring out where balance issues are and stuff. And maybe adding a couple more monsters or whatever. I'm a banana. Eat me. Don't hesitate. It's your warped sense of morality playing tricks on you. How does a pixel game have optimization issues? Because it still has to have an engine that's written properly and like presents frames to the GPU or correctly or whatever. I don't know, I'm not a programmer, but like just because it doesn't look that great doesn't mean it doesn't have to be coded correctly. I want to be eaten. Eat me. Okay. It's filled with a sense of purpose and satisfaction. Hearthstone is a fucking card game written in Unity by a AAA development house and runs like shit. There you go. I bet this guy hurts. Damn, he's got a lot of health. He's speedy, too. Something about this thing is just super weird. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for the toad leg. It's not stuttering anymore, so it's good. All these portals, but nowhere to cook. Oh, shit. Nice try. Can't hide from me. Does this game have a map? Got an inventory screen. No map. Interesting. I wonder if this is just going to be like 100% linear the whole way through. All I found was some happy leaves. It's actually a topic for stuttering on the Steam page. It doesn't mention there's no apparent stuttering due to no one mentioning it in a Steam review, so that's nice. Yeah. Could you use that portal to work at the beginning to cook? Yeah, I suppose you could, actually. Never occurred to me, because I'm not a smart human. But now it occurred to me completely of my own accord. Just gonna do this myself. It's the thing that I decided to do on my own. Increase maximum health. Increase movement speed. Unleash a discharge when attacked. Oh, I think I need these light bulb points in order to cook. But it seems like I have way more than I'm ever going to use. Thank you, Tsuki Yusako, for the 4 months. I appreciate it. Thanks for the resub, man. You don't need to be smart for me to like watching your stream. Hey, thanks. That's good news. Inflict an additional 3 points of damage for every melee attack. Extra 15 points of damage every 4 seconds on a melee attack. Okay. Melee attacks inflict toad poison, causing 25... Oh. Your stomach is full? Oh, right. I can only have so many. Oh. Cover 3 HP every 10 seconds. What do I want to get rid of? The counter thing can fuck off. But I still get to put it back in my stomach whenever I want. Okay, melee attacks inflict poison. I don't feel like I need the recovery right now. I wonder if I can get more slots later. Like if I can increase the size of my stomach. I don't want the drink, actually. I just wanted to make it. Okay. We could see about gear as well. What do we got here? Sharp Dagger causes enemies to bleed. Inflicts Snail Dagger bleeding. Inflicts 100 points of damage over 10 seconds. Jesus. That's a lot of damage. Speedy weapon made out of tough shrimp shells. Inflicts 18 points of axe and melee damage. Okay. So this will deal a lot of damage over time. This will deal consistent damage. More damage per click, but it doesn't have the big damage over time, of course. What about this? It's a better shield. Actually gonna make that. And I mean, I'll probably let's just make both of these. Fuck it. We got plenty of research points. You've already eaten that. Interesting looking attack. Wait, so... Oops. So did I equip the right things? I guess we'll try the dagger for now. And actually, let's just quickly see. Is this a lot slower by chance? Nope, same speed. Think the arc's a little bigger? Yeah, it's got a bigger attack arc as well. What is IF? Someone wants to know. It's, intergalactic fucking. It's something I came up with myself. It helps you lose weight because you have to travel so far in the first place to do the fucking. And then once you get there, you know, the fucking itself, of course, uses a lot of energy, so it's win-win. Really good weight loss. Damage has definitely gone up. I wonder if the axe would feel better, though. Because, like, 100 over time sounds like a lot, but if you're constantly attacking them anyway, you might do more than that if you had the higher damage axe constantly hitting them. I don't know. Probably not. High energy fucking. My favorite kind of fucking. Might hurt your hip if you try and prepared, but you lose a lot of weight. God damn it, Tom. I need to make a doctor's appointment so I can see what's going on with my hip, so I can stop panicking about it. Dragon Fruit Farm, 200 meters ahead. That's not an invitation. Entry prohibited. Thank you for your cooperation. Okay, I'm going to be real with you, sign. I'm going to take your dragon fruit. You and I both know it. Okay, we got a new spot to cook and craft. What's this? Sprays a small cloud of toxins from a toad's poison glands. Inflicts toad gas. 100 points of damage over 20 seconds. Fuck, that sounds way better than the little sword. Maybe Rex really is 40 if he's having hip problems. Maybe, I don't know. Dragon nut harvesting is strictly forbidden by order of the Lord of the Forest. He's... nice sign. Oh, Basu? Another fool arrives to challenge the might of our great lord. I'm afraid the only thing that awaits you is a painful demise. What are you doing actually? Any story or purpose of your actions? Any story? As far as story, just like I'm a zombie and I need nourishment in the form of cooked monster meat or whatever to survive. I don't know. The Necro Chef fears our power and sends nothing but her pawns. How churlish and how fruitless. That's a reference to Key and Peele, I guess. You are not fit to set foot in this forest. Every step you make is a blasphemy to our sacred dirt. Return to her kitchen and never come back. Nope, I'm gonna kill you and your dad. Man, so stuttery all of a sudden. Don't kill me while I drink coffee. Okay, coffee's gone. Maybe I need to slouch more. Maybe. Oh. My guess for the, I like this track. My guess for the hip thing is, the joint may have been slightly inflamed from gout. Yes, I'm 100 years old. And, also repeated strenuous exercise in the area from crouching a lot while playing Ocarina in VR. I do a lot of crouching. Like squatting to duck. Big Vine. Hey, didn't you see the sign I made? The Lord Protector ordered me to protect the nuts. She also said that the Necro Chef can't have any. Are you working for her? She's only ever sent skeletons. So much to think about. I just want to do my job and get my salary. Okay, if you don't get out of my sight, I'm gonna beat you up. And if you go anywhere else, I'm gonna kill you. Got it? Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Some laggy animations on Mr. Boss here. Kind of wishing I had the shield right now, but you know. The damage over times are definitely the way to go on this. For a boss. Can I like charge this? Because it shows, it's like indicating that I could, what the fuck was that? That I could throw this pretty far, but I can't actually. This is pretty tough. He's got a lot of health, and he's doing a lot of damage real quickly. And this stuff is hard to avoid. I guess those are aimed at me? No, I don't know anymore. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to deal with that. Dude, he's like barely taking damage. The damage over time stack. The 2 different ones do, but I assume you can't get multiple instances of the same one. This is more challenging than expected. What's he doing now? Throwing rocks? Oh, he's doing that. Reminds me of Terraviant's attack in, what do you call it? Wings of E. Okay. He's pretty low, but also I'm pretty low. I wonder how many of those attacks I'm missing because I'm not close enough. A lot of them, I think. Probably most of them. I'm afraid to get too close. Ah, shit. One more hit and I'm dead. I'm just gonna clutch it. Oh, okay. Thanks. Did this suddenly become a fan game? I think it might have been the whole time. It's so stuttery now. Like, it's suddenly just really laggy. It's really annoying. That area back there especially. X, you suck, lol. You right. You got me. Maybe I should have considered switching gear, but no, I think I probably am using the right stuff. I'll just debate them real. Oh, never mind. It's a lot of stupid damage that I just took already. I'm also doing a lot of damage though. Fuck. Got him this time for sure. 100%. Oh, he hurts me if I touch him in that state. Okay. I was going to try to jump to the other side and continuously damage him, but whatever. Doing that again? You're dead then. That's free damage. Oh, he stopped. Okay. I don't like that that also shoots out rocks now. I don't understand this projectile because it indicates that I'd be able to throw it far, but I can't. It just hits right in front of me. I'm just gonna tank. All right, neat. It's pretty clear that this is a graphically demanding game. Yeah, it's so obvious. My gluten-free, rainforest-friendly, ion-enhanced nanostone armor. You broke it. Haha. Does anyone else? Those people are dumb. I'm getting a little grumpy right now. Humph. But it's just work, so I'm should to let it go. I guess I can't stop you from getting to the fruits. They also grow quickly, so maybe nobody will notice. For now, I'm going to sit here and photosynthesize. Please don't bother me. I want to kill him. All right, fine. See ya. Oh, the happy version. So this is your brutish declaration of war. Very well. This will be your undoing, ape. The Lord Protector shall be informed of everything that has conspired. Everything that has conspired, huh? Okay. Those that trample on the forest shall taste the cleansing fire. If you say so. I'm going to steal your fruit now and you can't do shit about it. Because of your stupid fucking vine. Ah, waifu-chan. Whoa, you actually got to the orchard. That's crazy. I was the one supervising you, so it's only natural that you're exceeding expectations. But don't get too full of yourself. Now that you've gotten this far, that stubborn old Lord of the Forest will probably come after you. She's been a real nuisance by hoarding all the rare ingredients down here. She's just a spirit like me, but not all spirits are as nice as me. But enough about her. Did you know this is the only place that dragon fruit can grow down here? Alright guys, taking bets on whether this Lord of the Forest is a waifu. I'm going with unequivocally yes. Like 1,000,000%. Eating it makes you breathe fire. Looks cool on the outside, but 3rd degree esophageal burns are no joke. Dragon fruit recipes are covered in the next volume of my recipe collection. I'll be checking in on you every now and then, so go out there and kick butt. That's not even a bet. It's that Momodora forest boss you bet. The one that's just like a giant lady with enormous cans? Probably. Revealed culinary secrets from the Lohas housing project. Who's Lohas? Perform an upward slash attack with sword type weapons. Up plus attack. Sure. God damn it, get rid of some garbage. It's the least important thing here. Probably the water one for now anyway. Alright. Electric mucus, stalemate, crab pincers, slime, crab essence, crab body. Haven't found any crabs or slimes yet. But how do I do the upward attack? I think I saw a message in the top right for a second there, but... Oh, this isn't even a sword that I'm using. These are, though. Thank you for the 3 months, Midori FX. I appreciate it. Thanks for using your Prime. A long-range melee weapon modified from Shrimp Claws. Inflicts burn, 4 points of damage over 2 seconds. That's not high. Inflicts 21 points of spear and melee damage. That's pretty good. Then we got the sword. A really, really hot melee weapon with very good range. Inflicts burn, 17 points, sword and melee damage. So I guess the only difference is this would allow me to use that one skill. And the fire staff, take aim and create a fiery explosion. Definitely that. I guess I'll try this one. We'll see. Oh shit, that's cool as hell. So this is the fire staff. Combat in this game is neater than expected. Like, I was just about to talk about how, like, the weapons are not going to be that much different to play with, but, like, they keep changing up like that. It'd be pretty good. Pleasantly surprised. Wow, 32, just like that. This is the area where they make you feel powerful for a second until they, you know, balance it back in the direction of challenge. There's a penis on that sign. Community notice. 1. At 2 p.m. on February 27th, the President and the Director of the Department of Welfare will be doing an inspection of community. Please assemble in the central courtyard for the mandatory meet and greet. 2. As a reminder, the raising or cooking of magical creatures is a felony. Violators will be prosecuted. 3. In response to the growing reports of lecherous individuals prowling in the alleys, magical tasers can now be leased at the security office. Okay. Is this attack a third jump? No, I believe it only replaces the first jump. However, because you can't do it in midair. However, it is higher than the normal jump. Actually, you do it during your first jump is how it works. So you jump up, and then while in that jump in your upward trajectory, yeah. So it kind of does act like a third jump. Look at all the little fish and shrimp. They look so happy down there. You used to let people go down there and catch the shrimp with their bare hands. What happened? Oh, not much. Only about 20 personal injury lawsuits. Those shrimp grow mighty quick. Wonder how fast these idiots will die now. Pretty fast. Does some pretty good damage. What are they dropping? Like cans? Looks like cans. Why is the shrimp dropping a can? That looks like a blue steak. Flaming sword underwater? Don't question it. Video games. It's an old breakfast menu with some notes attached. Is that the waifu and her uncle? There's a faded Polaroid pasted to the corner. Neat. Can't really make anything new yet. Boss, what motivated you to pursue a life of crime and cooking? So one day, back when I was still an upstanding necromancer, I returned home to find my idiot roommate crouched over the living room table. She'd been staring at a pile of dead fish, I guess she stole them from the hatchery she worked at? Oh, side note, if I catch any of you stealing from my workplace, I will literally tear you apart. Anyways, she looked up at me with her drooling face and wanted to know if we could turn it into some real grilled fish. The right thing to do in this situation would have been to smack some sense into her. But as I grabbed a fish to smack her with, I suddenly had this brilliant brainwave. See, cooking is really just another way to manipulate dead bodies. I'm a necromancer. That's something I can totally do. Remove scales, remove skeleton, apply a gentle hellfire, and voila, I'd made my first grilled fish. Oh, that's not even, how do you, what? Never mind the face, but okay. This game's a meme. Don't think about it? Okay. You're right. Who's this guy? Tyler, I've been thinking, where do we belong in this universe? Don't know about you, but I know my purpose is to rip my enemies apart on the battlefield. Oh, hey new guy. Name's Tyler. Tyler was the first skeleton the boss revived. Please forgive his crudeness. Forgive your mom's crudeness. The only reason your jawbone is still there is because the boss won't let me knock it off your face. So she's our mom, I guess, if you look at it that way. She could be our mom. I don't know why you'd ever want to teleport back. I guess there are secrets. So never mind. I know why you'd want to. After thinking about it for literally a second. Oh, this big mushroom boy is pretty tanky. Also does a good bit of damage. Kind of hard to tell what attacks are mine and what are theirs with all the attack circle previews coming in at once. Interesting mushroom. These do not restore your double jump. Oh, yes, they do, I guess. Alrighty then. It doesn't seem to do that much damage, this upswing, but it's nice to have, though. Oh, the game doesn't pause during these? That's interesting. Notice, the Environmental Normalization Bureau is now hiring 10 community engineers for candidates with AA or above certifications in earth, water, or wind manipulation. This game is perfect in every way on every fucked up frame. Of course you would think that, Tom. Responsibilities: repair and maintain water, ventilation, and other vital systems in the Species Preservation Park. That animation. The rest of this notice is covered by paint. Ah, yes. Just call it paint. Let's not mention what the paint is in the shape of. That's a laser bee. Or mosquito, I guess. I don't know. Oh, his laser's still alive, even though he's... Oh, that's a different guy. Never mind. Yeah, this up attack actually does good damage if you are, like, underneath them. It hits multiple times. I don't know which way to go now. You give me too many options. Hey, thanks for the glass bottles. Contraband warehouse. No trespassing violators will be prosecuted for security reasons. You are now required to declare and surrender to the following items. Pots and pans. Any item that can prepare soups or stews. Bottles and cans. Any item that can hold liquid drinks. Failure to declare and surrender these items will be viewed as treason and punishable by death. A reasonable response. No, the foot bug is still there in all its glory. Oh yeah, just remembered I have a roll, by the way. Might have came in handy during that boss, for instance. Man, that's a big laser bee right there. He's got so many lasers. Firefly King's Tail. Neat. Where's this other guy that I hear? Oh, anyway. Oh, they just fucking respawn. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, thanks. Yeah, because I didn't press the button. No! Okay, wait. I thought I was committing, but I think it's going to loop around, actually. Environmental Rehabilitation Log. Fungi. Fungi thrive in warm, wet, and dark environments. He. The Lohas housing projects, where the lower classes of society lived, fulfill all three conditions. Most species perform well a week after spore release. The fast-growing red spike fungi spread across the entire area. They use their sharp, hardened caps to kill larger animals and absorb them for nutrition. Neat. I like that sound effect. Wait, I think I actually... Does it loop back here? Okay, here we go. My God, there's so many There's so many paths. Fellas. Oh, I've died. Okay. So do I lose anything? Wait, did I just activate? Where was this? Where is this? Oh, this is before I made all the choices. Okay. Do I lose the stuff I picked up? Evidently not. Increased attack range of all melee weapons and spear damage output increased by 10%. I wish I could just make it, but not try to equip it, because I want to just make the ones that are available. It's triggering me. Equip with an on-off switch for safety reasons. Inflicts 3 points magic damage per 0.2 seconds. Jar full of poisonous mushroom spores inflicts mushroom poison. Inflicts 120 points of damage for 10 seconds. 1 point of damage on impact. Okay, let's try the firefly guy. So, right-clicking turns it off. So it's just on permanently, doing damage. God, this stutter, though. Like, in these areas here with, like, multiple characters and shit, it seems worse. Wow, that seems pretty good. You don't have to, like, think about it like the fireball, and it's constantly doing 12 damage a second at anything you pointed at. Seems pretty solid. Dude, it's so framey now. Game, why? Why are you like this? Let's start off going in this direction this time and see where that gets us. Okay, big boy's dead. That guy's annoying, man. I think we are about to come back around to where I died. Oops, just went right up into that. I'm being real dumb and taking all the damage. Maybe I should get that heal thing. Did I make it and not equip it? I can't remember. I think I did, right? I should probably put it on instead of something. I like those cheese strats, chat. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? That's close. I don't know why you'd want to turn this. Dude, they just keep respawning. Fuck you. What is that? Achy, breaky, smelly heart. Increased maximum health. Oh, I just get it. Okay. It's a corpse that hasn't decayed yet. Who knows something? There's a bunch of strange fungi growing out of it, emitting an eerie but familiar glow. Glow. Oh, yeah, rolling. One of these days, I'll actually use the... Oh, I really thought I was going to die from that. Okay. Fair enough. So now we've looped around to here, so there's no point. Let's just go this way. Is it a memory leak? Doubt it. It's intermittent. This billboard has appeared several times, but what does it mean? If they're selling something, they should really hire a new PR guy for this. I feel like I should switch secondary weapons just because of the constant sound this thing makes. Intermittent, like fasting. Ha-ha! Permanent double jump. Oh. Okay, so now I don't have to use a slot for that. The boss wants me to add this to you. Oh, okay. It's part of your employees' benefits. You should really eat something more nutritious than fried mosquitoes. It took a long time for me to find these feet. Please take care of them. Can I triple jump now? Nope. Didn't think so. Had to check anyway. This is not what I'm doing. The spikes like send you flying. It's super annoying, actually. Guess I'll turn my laser back on. Oh, these are not enemies that you can damage. Fair enough. No, I didn't have any scripts on today, thankfully. I turned them all off yesterday, I think, because I get this, like, weird, suspicious, like, unusual, oh god, the mushroom's face, performance issues with VR games, and I don't know what it is that is causing it, but when I close, like, everything, it seems to fix it. So sometimes I just close, like, everything that's in the tray and call it a day. Dude, there's a lot of enemies right now. I'm gonna die. Heck those guys. Let's just activate this checkpoint. Okay. There we go. Now I can just laser them through the wall. Like the ultimate cheese lord. I probably have like 1 million of their items already anyway. So, fuck it. What do we got here? Periodically emit a cloud of toxic spores. Inflicts spore poison on enemies, causing 60 points of damage over 5 seconds. Sounds neat. Why not? I want that healing thing, though. Which one was it? The drink? Oh, yeah. I don't know how much healing that is, but... Movement speed, maximum health by 20. Wound poison. 3 points of damage for every melee attack. How come your frying pan has a face on it? Because everything in this game has a face on it. That's how it works. I'm just gonna switch back to this so we know to listen to the lasers. I feel like chat was at risk of being extremely triggered by that. I don't get it. Is that water supposed to be bad? Because I touched it and it didn't even hurt me. I think this is my first slime. Is it still moving? Doesn't look like it. Rex W mod when? For this game to make every face Rex W. Somebody make it. I feel like I'm missing every attack with this sword. Need to get closer to things. I can't tell what the enemies are doing because my own effects are making it like impossible to see. It feels like this guy should have been hitting me, but I still haven't taken a single hit from these dudes, even though I'm right up in their face. And I can't even see what they're doing. I don't get it. What is even the threat of this? Can you drown? Oh, it hurts when you... Okay. I don't really get how this works. Alright. Will being here protect me? Ah, I see. I see. What about Rain World? Lost recipe, shrimp pancakes. Not so secret if it's just lying on the ground. Who even said it was a secret? No, I've not thought about playing... I mean, I thought about playing Rain World insofar as people have asked me if I'm going to play Rain World, and then I thought about it for 1 second and said no, but I've not considered playing it. Rain World hit you in the feels. Didn't even know it had feels, to be honest. So how quickly is this 3 health thing? That's not bad for something that's happening constantly. Compared to no healing. Which is what I had before. Ah, fuck. I've been touched. Could have sworn you played Rain World like 2 years ago. Someone else said that to me, and they were thinking of Nick or something. You must be thinking of someone else also. Wonder what the next boss is going to be like. Nick has played it before. Yeah, he might have been thinking of Nick. Notice. Make Lohas Poverty Park a stress-free public park. Everyone. Setting up stalls and soliciting at the park is strictly forbidden. Violators will be shot on sight. Okay. Is it just me or does that look like a potential secret right there? Guess not. What do we have here? Shrimp pancake. That looks like the world's saddest pizza. Generates a small water shield that blocks some projectiles. Regenerates after a couple seconds. That sounds hot. What do I want to drop here? I don't know. Maybe just the max health. Shrimp pancake sounds pretty gross. Yeah, it wouldn't be my first choice for ingredients to put inside of a pancake. Wait, what's this? Small explosion that inflicts 3 points of damage to every attack. I mean, I already have a different version of that. I guess it's AoE. Yeah, that. I guess I'll try replacing it with this. See what we get. Wait. Oh, that's the barrier in front of me. So something a Chinese takeout would sell. Our talented apprentice has made it through the slime juice sewers. All that green stuff is actually their waste and digestive juices. I hope he didn't accidentally swallow any of it. Ah, lovely. I love some waste and digestive juices. If you pass the park, you'll arrive at a crab habitat. There are a bunch more dishes you can make with crabs. A lot of the plants at the park can talk. Is that normal? Nope. Any one of Tyler and Emma's terrifying home videos would be more normal than a talking plant. Haha. Crabitat? Chat, no. You can't just do that. I think you can get away with it. Who do you think you are? That's a pretty good quote. I'm gonna be so confused about that in like 3 years. Is it just me or is there something way up there that I can't possibly reach? It's not doing the double jump. The fuck? Suddenly, I can't double jump after using that move. Whereas before I could. You want to equip the double jump? I have permanent double jump now. Look. I can double jump, but previously with the other double jump version, I could do the little launch and then a double jump on top of it. Not that I would reach that anyway without like flight or something. Stems for sale. 60 stakes each. Half the proceeds go to the Lord Protector of the forest. Okay. Hey buddy, can I interest you in these amazing stems? You'll receive the best stems money can buy, but more importantly, you'll be doing this forest an important service. Any good plant should have a couple of these to show solidarity to the Lord Protector in her struggle against the evil necromancer. Wait, you don't look like a plant. You're an animal or some kind of moving human corpse. You're one of Simmer's cowardly zombie soldiers. Keep your dirty undead hands away from my stems. Beat it. You won't sell me his stems. How am I supposed to live my life without stems? Why is this statue angrily pointing at these poor fruit here? Look, it's the necromancer's new weapon. Weapon? It looks like a human to me. We need to report this back to the Pontifex. He warned us about the humans and their destructive powers. Is that right, though? Would you say that these are waifus, chat? My great-grandpa said that humans used to take care of us. They would put us in bags so we don't get bitten by bugs. What are you talking about? Did you not hear the news? That human massacred a bunch of guava trees down at the forest. Absolutely. Definitely. But guava trees aren't exactly like us. They're still dumb, violent, and aggressive. Don't underestimate those things. Today might just be the guava trees, but tomorrow it'll be us. Okay. Also, is it triggering you that this one is on the right and this one on the left here, but during the dialogue they were on the opposite sides for the portraits? That was an old banana. These are young bananas. I like this. Oh, we are the young bananas. We refuse to be eaten by lower animals. No more banana abuse. Lord Protector, please hear our voices. But in the end, don't we belong in the stomachs of other creatures? We're meant to sacrifice ourselves for the greater good. We will not lie down and give up our lives like that. Bananas deserve to lead their own fulfilling lives too. Maybe one day you'll understand. This is a video game. Why are you here? I don't like meeting people I know when I'm out and about. Nothing against you personally, but I'm trying to develop a mature aura of sophisticated ennui by putting on my thinking face under the streetlight. Seeing you broke my immersion, so now I have to start all over again. Okay, good luck with that, my dude. Guess we gotta go up. Thought there might have been a secret. Suddenly laser sounds. I guess those laser bees are here somewhere. Thanks for the 53 months, Charlie. Glad to see you're on brand today. What do you mean? Playing weeb-ass, weird fucking platformer games? Yeah, fair enough. You're falling behind on your work, lowly laborer. You are neglecting your sacred duty and purposefully slacking off. This is stupid. I'm so bored of carving rocks all day that my eyes are about to sprout. I'm about this close to just lying face down and taking root. You fail to recognize the significance of your work. The Lord Protector is our guiding light. To revere and revel in the Lord's light is to respect the future of mankind. So I suppose this is supposed to be the Lord Protector, but I'm still betting it's going to be a waifu. Like, she's going to take off the mask and be, like, very waifu underneath or something. What is this guy? Like a fucking ice cream cone? Maybe like a... What do you call it? Oh, what's that triangular... Not a cone, but... Don't see how making statues or following the boss's ecology thing helps me in any way. Silence. Our Lord transcends socio-economic labels, so there'll be none of this boss business. You work for greatness, not for your petty desires. Our humble Lord has done so much for us and has allowed us to see greatness. We must band together and worship to eliminate any threats. No thanks. I'll band together with my friends when I get off work. That was long. I gotta kill this fucking laser bee already. Holy shit. Shut up, dude. I was trying to read the mediocre indie game dialogue. Man, this game is so stuttery now. The first screen was good for a while. Now it's just the worst. Wait, didn't I have... Why can't I use my right click? Oh, I can. He just absorbs it or something, maybe? I don't know. Why does this game run so poorly? Why can devs not figure out how to make their indie games just run smoothly? That's all I want out of my indie games. That and like... Okay, here's a list of things I want. I don't think it's too demanding. So I want the game to run smoothly. I want rebindable controls. I want graphical options that include full screen and, you know, both types of windowed. I want separate audio controls for the various types of sounds. And just generally balanced audio where, like, one thing isn't super loud compared to everything else. Like, is it that much to ask for? Utter perfection, please. Unity's traditionally had an issue with borderless windowed mode, and yet this dev chose to use it. Force it even. AAA games don't even have that. Many do. But the complaint applies to any game that doesn't have it. AAA games tend to not hit the mark on the audio balance, that's for sure. Didn't you have your max health increased? I did, but I unequipped it in favor of something else for now. And yes, subtitles also should be an option. Not really relevant in this game. Nevertheless. I feel really OP now with whatever it is that I got recently. Like this shield and the heals and everything. I'm much tankier now than I was before. Movies can't balance audio and they've been around for far longer. Yeah, that all the audio balance stuff drives me nuts. Generates a watery vortex around you and inflicts 8 points of damage. Disappears for 5 seconds if damage is taken. Recover 6 HP over 6 seconds when attacked. It's not as easy as you would think to get it correct, Kinetic Harvest. It's one of the things that like a dedicated sound studio like Power Up Audio would take care of, which is why I always love it when games actually use that kind of thing. Recover 6 HP over 6 seconds when attacked. Or just recover 3 HP a second all the time, I think is better. If 2 melee attacks from different weapons or abilities strike an enemy at almost the same time, the latter attack will inflict 50% increased damage. Well, I don't yet have a strong secondary melee. I only have that shitty one from the start, so... Nah. On hit, emits jets of water, inflicting a minimum of 5 points of range damage each. Damage scales with weapon used, 4-second cooldown. I don't want stuff that's only, like, on hit. Advertisements have to set their audio to max to make sure that, like, it doesn't... To make sure that it's, like, audible no matter what volume the viewer is listening at, but it's obnoxious and annoying. It should be, like, regulated. Long-range melee weapon modified from some other carapace. Inflicts 24 points spare melee damage. So another shield upgrade. A bow now. So say, oh, that's a primary too. Inflicts 60 points bow range damage. 60. Speedy weapon made out of some other type of shell. 60 versus 18? Like, wouldn't you want to use the bow? Am I crazy? It's not even that long of a charge either. How about how movies are all quiet and some action sequence happens and it's 20 decibels higher than the rest of the movie? Yeah, I hate that in movies too. I'm not a fan of huge dynamic range. Like, if you could just have an option or something, like, I'd appreciate it more. I mean, there's solutions that work okay. But imagine if movies came with, like, a selection of dynamic range. If you're at the movie theater, it's fine. You're in an environment where it's okay. But it also requires the theater to set the volume properly to even hear the dialogue. It's mainly a Netflix issue. Oh, I don't think that. It's everything. You mad, bro? Haha, your retreat has been sealed, despicable zombie. I will enjoy watching your gruesome demise. I should have put on the shield instead of the fire, because I'm probably going to stay back and use the bow now so the fire won't reach. Arf, arf. Okay. That's a lot of fucking damage. Plus I still get damage over times from this. Of some kind. Gotta use my roll, man. I keep forgetting it exists because it's not necessary on non-bosses. But for the boss, you probably want to use it. Oh, didn't react in time. I'm gonna die. Does the roll not even have iframes? Because I still took damage there. It doesn't even have iframes. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna try the shield on my right click. I don't know how one equips a bow and a shield simultaneously, but I'm not gonna question it. You can't draw the bow while holding the shield, however, but still. Oh shit.
Rex, you Suclo.
Out of nowhere, dude. Thank you very much for the sudden 10,000 bits, Griever Blade. Thanks, man. That's a lot of... That's a large quantity of bits right there. I appreciate the support, dude. To honor that cheer, I'm gonna beat this boss on this try easily. Guaranteed. Okay, so the shield can't block 100% of that attack. All the bits you got through ads from the last year or so. Damn! You got all that from ads? That's crazy. Thanks, man. That's fucking dedication. Doing a lot better this time. If I don't win, he gets to take the bits back. Not really, though. I need money. I like money. Money's good. I don't know if getting headshots matters. Probably not. Is this a mirror? Am I actually wrecking this thing? The bow seems OP. Like, you can just stand back. I like these fucking anime-style portraits that come up in the back when they're doing their special attack. It's a good meme. Okay, so if you don't charge the bow fully, it only does like 2 damage. Okay, the attacks are getting a little crazier now, to be fair. Oh god, that hurt a lot. I have concerns. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. I'm cornered. You'd wreck that thing? Oh my god. What? How do you dodge that? The dodge doesn't have iframes. The fuck is that shit? Where even are you? I guess the dodge does have iframes? They're just short? Because I dodged that somehow. Okay. We Toho now, boys, apparently, yeah. What are you doing? Oh, no. It's an avoidance phase. Good thing I got this little glass shield that's helping a lot. I don't know where my hitbox is for this shit. It's clearly not my whole body, but I don't know what it is. So I don't really know how to avoid this properly. However, my healing is making this trivial. That and everything else that I've got going on. Okay. Thanks for the 41 months, Silogy. I appreciate it, man. Alright, are you die? Another phase? Oh, okay. What's happening? Arf. He's the strongest zombie you've ever fought? Arf, arf, arf. God only knows where your hitbox is. That was wild. I felt like I would have gotten hit 1,000,000 times if my hitbox was even remotely large. It's tiny. I just don't know where it is. Typically in these games, it's somewhere around like the neck or chest area, and you'll be able to see, like, there'll be some kind of indication, but there isn't one. I know, but you need to get rid of that abominable thing. Can you just try again? Arf. Wait, don't go. You think you've won? This is still just the beginning, and I'm still preparing your demise. I'm not running away. I'm giving you a fighting chance, or whatever's left of it. Ha ha ha. This game, to me, it feels like, I don't know, it just feels like it's not bad, but I would compare it to Wings of V, but, like, a lot less, I don't want to say polished. It's just like, it's early access, but the game is basically finished, dude. It says it right on the page. They're just thinking of adding, like, a few more monsters and shit. Like, Wings of V just seems like there was a lot more thought put into everything. Like, the way the character moves, the boss patterns. Like, it's like a less, it's not even necessarily less effort. It's just a less good. Wings of V? I don't know. I can't believe Clifford lost to a mere zombie. This isn't your typical skeleton warrior, is it? Like, it seems like it's going for that, like, challenging, you know, boss game vibe with combat in between and, like, maybe a bit of platforming. And it's just like, it feels like this is like the Flash game version of Wings of V or something. Yo, it's been a while. Wait, I heard you got a new name. What is it they called you? Gourd Inspector or something? The almighty Gourd Inspector of the Forest. Because of your lack of restraint, your servant will pay dearly for disrupting the natural order. Oh, watch out. Big scary green flames, forbidden magic only mastered by the friendless and unemployed. What are you trying to do? I'm here to spread culture and civilization. Putting together our books and training the next generation of magical chefs. I thought this said chests for a second there. So if I remember correctly, you wrote this volume. I hope your skills haven't gone rusty from all the plant babysitting you do these days. How can a spirit who can't eat or taste food possibly cook food that others will enjoy? It's meaningless, and I learned this a long time ago. Besides, there's no longer anyone around to... this again. By the way, if you haven't played Wings of V, it's, if you like difficult platformers, or like really good challenging bosses in games like that, it's one of my favorite games ever. It's really, really, really good. La la la, blah blah blah. Love to chat. Can't hear you, don't have time, I'm taking the book. Do what you want. Take it. It does have waifus as well, I guess, yes. But you can say goodbye to your zombie chef if you continue to trample on my work. What this place needs is a natural balance and order, and I will incinerate anything that tries to disrupt my work. I like how her face is just like this for this whole thing right now. Don't worry about any of that. Just nab all the ingredients you can lay your hands on. I can revive you, so I've got your back. Okay. Phew, she's finally gone. She's always nagging. I set up another camp at the other half of these ruins. The whole place is now a small rainforest filled with giant spiders and mantises. I like how this music is still going even though they left. That's right. In order to become a top chef, you must continue eating insects. I'll meet you there. I just need to space out for a bit. Okay. Good. The clues to the waifu-ness are stacking up. It's gonna be like supposedly like this big surprising reveal, but nobody's gonna be surprised. I'm calling it. It's gonna be like, oh, you were waifu all along? No, dude. Everyone can tell. Everyone knows. They know what kind of game this is. I like this shield bow combo. I'm gonna stick with it. Climb walls. Neat. I could teleport back and get stuff. This should let you climb walls. To be honest, this is the first time. Oops. I don't think we have the same employee benefits. Was there a teleport right here? There was. I don't remember where the place was. Was it here? Was it here, maybe? The place where there was like clearly something up really high. This isn't it. It was like a big open area. How about the park? Looks like a big open area. Here we go. Really? You're gonna make... Why would this end here? Just because it meets with that? You're really not gonna put a secret there? Come on, game. Come on, man. I like how the wall climbing is just jumping over and over with no animation. Oh my god. That's pretty good. I want to see it on a clearer wall where we can laugh at it even harder. Without the foliage blocking it. Right here. Oh yeah, I guess killing things like this would be more annoying with the bow. Look at this. I guess his legs slightly buckle. That's technically an animation. Fair enough. That's efficiency. That's one way of looking at it. Okay, we're getting into our crazy platforming here now. Watch out. Some next level shit. Why is the bow so fucking strong? It's so strong. Yeah, it's an obvious secret if I've ever seen one. Oh boy. That's a lot of... Holy shit. Oh my god. Good lord. Seafoot hot pot. Very straightforward. Throw all the water creatures in a pot full of water. Okay. I guess now that I'm seeing the bow on things that can block my projectiles with their own projectiles and shit, it's not universally OP. Damage was real good on that boss though, that's for sure. Okay. I didn't really need to kill these guys, but why not? I like how you can climb walls faster than you can walk. That is pretty impressive. Alrighty. Posting's really bad on multiple enemies. Yeah, you lose the benefit when one enemy eats your arrow versus hitting a bunch at a time with a sword or a spear. I might switch back for in-between bosses and then pick the bow for the boss. We'll see. So many different bow sounds. Endless different sounds. I don't know how they came up with so many. It's crazy. That guy had a fruit. These guys seem kind of rough. Should probably actually use my shield sometimes. You like the bow noises? I'm neutral on them personally. Like, I don't really care. Although now that I'm more aware of it, like, it's pretty repetitive. Dude, this guy is so antsy. He's flying all over the place. Why would you do this? I don't know. I guess I got baited. Also, this light bulb currency seems to be given in like way too large quantities. Feels like I'm never gonna run out. Like I'm never gonna have an issue having enough. Sorry, I had to sneeze twice. I'm gonna kill this guy just because of the spiders. I haven't seen a lot of them yet. The the bow drops off so fast though. Has less range than you'd think. It's just like everything between the bosses isn't really that interesting in this game. It's very linear. Combat's repetitive, even though like there's a decent variety of stuff you can do. The variety is kind of dropping off too because you're getting repeats with slight changes. Oh, okay. This is probable death. Definite death. Even better. I'm gonna go ahead and try a sword now. Shoot lasers, inflicts 24 points of magic damage. Secondary weapon. Okay. We'll go with that, and let's try a spear. Why not? Spear's got a nice long range. Neat. I don't get how this laser works. It casts whenever it feels like it seems. We played Hades. No? I want to say. Yeah, I'm gonna go with no. I didn't play Hades, did I, guys? Hades is so good. Is it? Did I like write it off at some point? Hades is a bad fan game. Don't play it. Haha. Hey, Plasma. Still in early access. Okay. Well, I don't usually play games in early access despite the fact that I'm doing it right now. Especially if it's something I care about. I don't really care about this, and it said it was mostly done, so I was like, whatever. But if it's going to be like a real good game, I'll probably wait for the full release. You know. Because if it's really good, then I'd probably want to revisit it once it came out, and I wouldn't want to go through the trouble, though. So I might not ever get to experience it properly. You check out some gameplay footage, at least. If you like Transistor, you'll like Hades. I actually didn't like Transistor that much. I thought it was pretty lame. It was okay, but not that good. I also don't think Bastion is that great, but at the time, it was pretty early days for indie games, and it was good for what it was back then. You know. I don't think it holds up that well anymore. It's like nothing special about it, you know? Okay, that guy doesn't die. Probably would have helped to realize that before. As someone who also wasn't a fan of the gameplay in Transistor, Hades is much better. Okay. Just got a gun from that. Interesting. Are you guys liking this laser sound effect? Over and over. God, it feels like it's so many hits to kill them, but it's definitely a lot more reliable than the bow. That's for sure. Situations like this, it's nice to hit 2 enemies at once as well. It's like a really fast room and item-based roguelite. I'll definitely take a look. Can I make anything new? Attacks inflict spider poison, causing 64 points of damage over 8 seconds. So it's 8 damage a second. Damage output of fully drawn bow attacks increased by 50%. Movement speed increases when bow is drawn. Neat. I'm just gonna drop the healing one for a second while I make these. I'm not going to use that, but I'm going to use this. But what do I actually want to replace? Not the heal, but... Oh, this, because I'm not even using a sword right now anyway. Wish the cooking was more involved. Yeah, it seems like the whole cooking thing is just, like, a tacked-on theme. Like, the gameplay is what it is. It doesn't really have anything to do with the cooking, and that's just, like, flavor. Pardon the pun. Spider Dagger. 200 points of damage over 10 seconds. That's 20 DPS and then 7 mana. So this is just like straight up DPS. I'll give it a try. It's also pretty fast. Although the hits aren't going to matter because they only do 7. Oops. If anyone wants a platformer that's serious about cooking, try Battle Chef Brigade. What's that game actually like? Dude, it feels like I'm just scratching this guy. It's frustrating that my actual attacks don't do that much damage, even though he is taking 20 per second. I'm going to go back and switch this. I don't want it. Oh, there's also this. Summons 2 friendly mantis spirits. Secondary weapon. Oh, and these 2 as well. Fuck. Mantis sword, which I use my only mantis claw. Rip. Melee weapon with a large range. Oh, I just got that. Okay. Made from a whole mantis claw. 30 points sword melee damage. Ah, yes, the slime shooter. Neat. How about this? They just kind of exist. Wonder how much damage they do. I want to make that mantis. Wait, I want to do that. I want to make that mantis weapon, so I'm going to go kill another one of them. Thank you for the 21 months, Blue Nuke. I appreciate it, man. Rex P. The wall jumping in this with, like, the spikes that you have to avoid in the middle of it is, like, jank. Just, it feels weird. Because, like, you can't really control the exact position that you end up, you know, in on the wall. I'm going to die. I was right-click spamming that whole time. Just out of habit, by the way. Whoops. Ugh. It's like, I don't know, it's really awkward to try to actually avoid the spikes properly. How much damage are you guys doing? Stop knocking me into spikes, you jerk. Okay, let's get that new sword that he makes. Mantis sword. And I'm going to put back on the sword thing now to go with this. Oh, this is also a thing. Dagger attacks inflict serious bleeding, causing 200 points of damage over 4 seconds with 4 seconds cooldown. What? That's insane. 50 damage a second for 4 seconds? 4 second cooldown is not that bad. That's still pretty often. Pretty much delete the enemies with that. What's the least important thing here? That, probably. It's not that much damage anymore. Where even is the sword one? I don't remember what any of these are, is the other problem. We could just put on the... Instead of this, because I'm about to try the dagger anyway. What else could I do? Oh, that's the sword one. Okay, so... That's just 70 DPS with the dagger. Yeah, it's crazy. Could just take one of these passives. 8 points of damage. Disappear for 5 seconds. Could go for more heals. Just for the hell of it. Because I'm going to be up close and personal with the dagger. I didn't actually get the thing yet. I just realized I could actually kill another mantis first. I probably shouldn't have switched to the dagger yet, but whatever. Thanks. Summon the mantises and run away? Maybe? Maybe that's the strat. Also hit them with the dagger and run away. wonder how much damage the guys down there have taken from my summoned mantises by now. Not that much. I wonder if anything was even actually happening off screen. The damage over time of the dagger is already, like, super fucking good. This is gonna be nuts, dude. Thanks, DWN24, for the 9 months. Thanks, man. Rex P, Rex P, Rex P, Rex P, Rex P, Rex P, Rex P. There we go. Oh, right, but we gotta drop this garbage that I just added for this. Okay, time to be insanely OP. Wait. Why did I see pluses at the bottom left of the screen? That was weird. I don't know how I feel about these mantises. I think I'll switch it out. What do we want instead? Could do this for a bit of range splash damage. Seemed pretty good. Could stand back, like hit them with the dagger and then stand back and shoot them with that. For instance. Alright, I hit him once with the dagger. God damn, dude, that's spicy. Is this a new Terraria update? Yep. Good meme. Things just melt away. It's not like the mantises wanted to be my friends. Good, because they're not good enough to be my friends, because they're stupid, shitty mantises. Who would be friends with a stupid, shitty mantis? What's the point of that? You should stretch. Yeah, I'm going to take a visit to the bathroom in like 2 seconds, so I'll get a stretch in during that. I wonder if the proc cooldown on that dagger thing, like, I wonder if you hit 2 enemies with the same swing, if they both get the effect, or if only one. I think I hit them both with one swing and only one got it, so I'm guessing not, but I'm not positive. Rude. Mantises are dumb. They should feel dumb. They're ugly. There seems to be some kind of parry mechanic in this game, but it seems insane to do reliably, and whenever it happens, it's like complete chance for me. Oh, hello. More witty dialogue. Welcome to what used to be Lohas Phase 2, where I lived happily and wasted away my days as a student. But I'm determined to make your life fulfilling and important for all of us. See this billboard? It actually shows us a way we can get out of this dungeon using a Stargate. Through working many engineers and mages to the bone, the government was able to put together this Stargate project. No, you're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking. As long as you can reach the Stargate, we can get out of this place and make cooking great again. That Gord Inspector has blocked me from accessing it at every turn. I've tried sending skeletons to distract her, but they've all been thwarted, either because they were too stupid or too fat or both, like Tyler. Got him. Hey, I heard that. But you've reignited my hopes for this plan. The closest Stargate original prototype made by the government. It's located at the science facility near the surface. Is that a reference to the President of the United States of America? That was a reference to Keanu Reeves at E3. I need you to help me distract that Lord Protector so the others can move my things to the Stargate. I don't need you to defeat her. I don't need you defeat her. You just need to stall for time. This is a big responsibility, and I know you won't disappoint me. After all, I was the one who taught you everything you know. Okay. Oh, I don't remember what she said, so. Generates a water shield that blocks 20 points of damage, regenerates after 10 seconds. Don't I already have a inferior version of that? Blocks some projectiles, regenerates after a couple seconds, or blocks 20 points of damage, regenerates after 10 seconds. Hey, why not both? What can I get rid of? That's garbage. So how about that? What else do we have here? While in the air, perform a rolling water slash with sword-type weapons. Okay, not using a sword right now. Axe and hatchet attacks create a watery wave, inflicting extra damage. Cool. Spray a blast of water when attacking enemies with a spear, inflicting 12 points of damage. I'm going to stick with my crazy strong damage over time dagger, thanks. Speedy secondary weapon. Long range melee weapon. And a better shield. Okay. It's got a real low cooldown. Only 0.5 seconds. I almost said cookdown. Wouldn't that have been hilarious, guys, if I accidentally said cookdown? Is this a new waifu? It's a skeleton waifu that somehow has hair. Hi, I'm Emma. I'm actually responsible for placing and maintaining all these recycling bins. I used to learn necromancy with Simmer, and her skills were always miles ahead of everyone else. Dropped the thing I was playing with. Like with reanimation spells, we usually need to be close to the corpse to make it happen. I don't understand how Simmer can just automate the whole process with a few magical items. Because video games. Megalovania starts. I mean, it can if you want it to. There are some notebooks and reference books on cooking and magic, but most of the cargo is just manga, anime, and games. These works are part of our cultural heritage. We have a duty to preserve them because everyone else is gone. Like cooking, these creative works are the result of skilled professionals working hard to bring happiness to the world. Yeah, that's exactly what would happen, Bogus. That act of creation is what differs us from the lower animals. These copies are probably the only ones left in the universe. If we leave them here, they'll just become fertilizer and dust. We can't let that happen. You're actually telling us the higher motives for your orders. That's a first. Protecting our cultural heritage sounds really grandiose. I think she's just a weeb. I can tell because I'm an expert in deep indie game lore. So it's obvious to me, maybe not to you plebs, who do not have the insight of elite weebs like myself. Why is there no spikes in this one part? Is that a secret passageway? Nope. Just a lot of damage. What's with the gray hearts? Why do I have this one guy that's just gray? Is he feeling down? Not having a good day? That is some hot damage. You can just smack an enemy and walk away and it melts. I have a Switch, yes. I have played Golf Story. I liked it. I don't know what the shield... Is that like my damage shield? Is that... I don't know. I guess that's my damage shield. Or something. Get out of here. Even if I don't hit them with the 50 damage, they melt away decently fast. It's a soul heart, Rex. Ah, yes. Seems legit. Let me touch you. Hey, thanks. Thanks for the touch. There's an old photo on top of the stack. Oh. There's 3 waifu characters. So that's the main girl. Maybe Emma. And this is with the green fire. Clearly the Lord Demon, whatever. 100%. Waifu confirmed. Save the bug. I think the bug's safer in there than out here with me. The clues are stacking up. I think that was more than a clue. It's pretty cool. They released all 3 Secret of Mana games on the Switch yesterday. Oh, did they? Neat. I actually don't think I even knew there were 3 Secret of Manas. I only played the original on SNES. Cooking these releases substances that stimulate all the right parts of the brain. Neat. Neat. I knew there was like a remake. Didn't even know that there were like multiple ones. Third one wasn't released until now. Wait, what? So they released a new Secret of Mana, and they also re-released the previous iterations. It's the first time Secret of Mana 3 was released outside Japan. Oh shit. That's sick. How old is it? Like, is it an old SNES game that's just now getting released, or is it like a modern game? Old as ball, okay. Definitely gonna check it out though. I enjoyed playing the first one. Although, to be fair, I only enjoyed it as much as I did because I played it on emulator where I had the liberty of fast forwarding through grinding sections. Are you going to do that thing with the flame every time we recover a recipe? Stop messing around. You're not being rational. A spirit who can't eat is teaching a zombie to cook? Your apprentice is just eating the foods for the effects. Zombies that can't taste can't carry on anything. Yeah, but it's not like you've done anything either. Show me what you've got. Those notes have already lost their value. There's no one left to use them and no one left to eat magical foods. You know this. This game has a story, that's for sure. There's a story in here. If you were serious about it, you wouldn't spend all your time planting plants and raising magical creatures. I said these creatures are our everything. The age of humans is over. They don't need to die for our survival anymore. We should be doing our best to protect them. The age of humans isn't over. I'll open the Stargate and prove it to you. Stargate? I thought you gave up on that idea. I've explained this to you 1,000 times, but you still won't face the consequences? You're wasting your time. I will burn your peons if before they get to that Stargate. Still not fighting? Halcyon? Halcyon? Not sure. Heights recipes. Okay. Getting the books is pretty, like, inconsequential. I wonder what would happen if you just jumped over it. I wonder if you could just skip it. $10, and in the end, they are happy again, and the waifu's cooking together. I'm not taking that bet. You'll obviously win. What do we got now? Permanent dash. I didn't even have the ability. Oh. I still never found out, like, what control is supposed to do. It was supposed to be dash, but, like, I think I missed something that was supposed to give me, like, regular dash earlier. Why is this surgery doctor? Surgery doctor. I couldn't decide between surgery and doctor. I was gonna say like surgery skeleton or doctor skeleton, and I just said surgery doctor. But why is he just sitting there with no dialogue? It's weird. Soldiers of the forest. To your battle stations. Do not allow Simmer's dogs to run wild in the city. Surgeon? No, I wasn't looking for the proper term. I was trying to, like, say a silly, like, word plus skeleton. Surgery skeleton or doctor skeleton. Activate your traps. All hands on deck. Banish the unclean to the depths. This isn't the first time you've asked us to sacrifice our lives. You forget your priorities. Simmer only treats you like ingredients. Our great lord is the one keeping this place together. To die for her is the highest honor. That lord wants to release the herbivores on us. We're worse off if... Silence! Kill that zombie. I shall report you to the Lord Protector and you'll be punished. Fine, whatever. I'm fighting this potato with a goatee now? Interesting. Maybe this dash actually has, iframes. Surgeon skeleton. No, I didn't want it to be proper. Please. I was like calling him a name, you know? Like giving him the nickname of like surgery skeleton or whatever. Dude, this combination of shields that I have is OP. Goatee skeleton reminds you too much of you. Or sorry, goatee potato. Are you a potato with a goatee? Huh, the more you know. Who knew I had potato goatee viewers? Oh yeah, I guess. I don't know how I feel about the Messenger DLC. It's been a while since I played it, so like, am I gonna get back into it? Who knows? So I've got a shield that blocks X amount of damage. Also a projectile shield, healing. Like I can't even get hurt if I try. Increases maximum health by 20 points and increases axe and hatchet damage by 5 points. Okay. Increases bow attack damage by 50% if no damage was taken in the last 2 seconds. Pretty fucking good too. You could stack the two bow things on a boss. Just stand back. Inflicts 10 points range damage on impact. We got a new bow too. 85 damage. Damn. Fires a more powerful shiny arrow for 1 in every 3 shots. 0.6 seconds to full draw. Arrow speed range inflicts 85 points of bow / range damage max. I'm going to make that because I get a feeling the boss is going to be right here. And then I'm going to make the arrow stuff and equip them both. Let's see. Get rid of that. I got to figure out where they are. That one and what was it? The salad? Fuck! I need another Glen tentacle for that. It's the laser guy. There were some back here, right? I wonder if they've respawned. Give me Glen tentacle. Also, why did I do a regular roll just now? A glenticle? You could say that. Why am I doing... What? Why am I not getting a dash sometimes? Don't enemies respawn in this? Where are they? I guess I could die on purpose. Since the checkpoint is right there. Is that a mantis gun? It's like a slime shooter. I don't know if there's even a penalty for dying, so... This is not... Wait, what? Is this farther forward? I guess this is like just... Oh, this is like the... Yeah. Okay. And now I regret having the bow. Although... DPS on this thing is nuts, even as is. Plus, I don't take damage very often because of the shields that I have. So I'm going to get that other thing proccing frequently, too. Maybe not on bosses, I don't know. I don't know why I wanted to pick those up first, because I could have gotten them on the way back anyway. High calorie, high in fat, and good for high blood pressure. Fried durian puffs. Okay. Is Rex going to order the Enter the Gungeon light gun cabinet to play it on stream? Excuse me? That's a thing? How much does it cost? $5,000? I'm guessing? Around there? Yeah, that's a thing. Neat. Also, hey, this is the exact item I needed. Nice guess. Is it right? Bet it's pretty close. Well, I'm not using the dagger right now. So. Only $4,999.99. Pre-order, please. Good meme. What do I want as a secondary with the bow? Probably the good shield, right? Okay, what the holy crap is happening? I thought this was just a tech support stream. No, believe it or not, there's actually video games afterwards. This thing does damage. Does some damage. Hard to find a good bowl of rice in this day and age. I wonder if that lets me make something rare. Nothing new, so I guess not. Character's price completely obscured by bows and shields now. I know, right? It's such a mess of bullshit. It's great. I guess the boss wasn't coming right up. And enemies that block projectiles fucking suck when you're using a bow. You just soak up all your attacks. Unless you're a god like me and you can weave your shots in between them. I need more bullshit around my character. I'm trying. When I get more bullshit to equip, I will equip them. Don't worry. Almost got you baited. I can be shooting this thing a lot faster than I was. So what's this about a more powerful arrow every now and then? Oh, it increases the damage by 20. That's not that much. Don't mind it, though. Hey. I'm supposed to find a way to stop you, but I don't feel like it. You go on ahead. Can't really stick my neck out for a leader that doesn't care about the lives of plants. The Lord Protector doesn't care about plant people. She just wants to bring about sustainability and a balanced ecosystem and other strange things. Ah, yes, she clearly doesn't give a fuck. Game have any environmental sound and music? There's quote-unquote music in the background right now. It's very, very background, though. But yeah, the sound design in this game is not great. The attack noises are very repetitive, also. Things that don't even matter for us plants. Under that system, we just be eaten by herbivores. Why do we have to sacrifice ourselves for the ecosystem? Why do we have to follow a leader that just wants us dead? I should let you defeat her. At least I know you and the necromancer are just looking for things to eat. Compared to her, the damage you do is almost negligible. Wait, but it's the same. We both want to eat you. Oh! That guy was going to talk, and I just killed him. I think he was going to say he wanted to die, like the banana, though. So it's okay. It's fine. Alright, what's the actual boss in here? Really? No actual boss? Wish the arrows traveled in a slightly more straight line. Even this one that goes farther is still a pain. Here's the boss. Oh, never mind. Just a weird moth. Fairy larvae. Okay. The guy wanted to live? Well, too bad. He's fucking dead. He is super dead. Just gonna grab that. I'm shocked I didn't take damage for that. Oh my god, hit it. Thank you. I want to get that rice. Haven't seen that ingredient too often yet. Easy game. Boss destroyed, PogChamp. Easy, boss. Am I supposed to care about getting hit by these things? I kind of don't. Not gonna lie. Oh. If I ever need like 7,000 of these drops for something, I'll be in luck. You get it? Shocked. Good one, Rex. Wait, did I do a shock pun? I didn't even mean to. If I did a pun on shocks, it was literally an accident. Swear to God. Did not mean to do it. Oops. But I'll take it. Free accidental puns. Perform a horizontal slash attack with a sword-type weapon while dashing. That sounds pretty neat for swords. Swear to God. Swear to Zeus. Ahaha! Wait, what's this watermelon thing that I can't afford? Each successful melee attack increases attack speed for a few seconds. Effects stack up to a max of 200% attack speed. Jesus. That sounds really good. But I don't have the durian flesh yet. Too late. Close the stream already. It's very fair. Alright, no new weapons apparently. Cone. Where is Simmer, the necromancer? I have a few ideas I'd like to exchange. I'm her proxy. The boss doesn't want to speak to plants. Also, she doesn't see the point of your existence. This guy's not a plant, he's a cone. That's some severe discrimination. Looks like she can't get with the times. She's still holding on to the outdated thought that fruits and vegetables are food. She also said if any plant called her discriminatory... Wait, let me just read you the memo. Yes, I hate you. Now you're going to revolt? Produce was made to be eaten. You are the mischievous work of some insane mage. Made to? Destined? Looks like your boss is a human supremacist. To think that everything is made for the purpose of human consumption. I mean, generally speaking, food is, you know, for eating, yes, but these particular plants are clearly intelligent. So, I don't know if it's the same. What did you come into? Just video gaming content. I can't remember everything. Hold on, let me pull out that argument response from Rubric she gave me. Humans created this dungeon with their hard work. They are literally the only reason plants and animals can continue to survive. Why do you have to play such political games, Rex? I don't know, I guess I'm just a political guy. And so what? Does that mean we have to willingly subject ourselves to... Sorry, that was the last response on this rubric. I don't know how to answer anything else. That's why you always see me tweeting out super political shit, you know? It's just who I am. I like how when you're in the air instead of dashing, it just like attempts to roll in the air and does nothing. Very useful. So are they just dying to poison there? Yeah, they're dying to poison. Makes sense. Contains a viscous white liquid that quickly oxidizes, turning gray and black. Neat. Man, I wish this game ran better. This game changed me. Before, I was a vegan, but now I only eat meat. It's much more ethical that way. Are those even spikes? Like, only if you land from above, I guess, on them. Viscous white liquid, smiley face. Does that remind you of something else or something, Mr. Guestman? Attracts friendly fairies that will follow you and attack enemies, inflicting 14 points of damage for each attack. Maybe... Don't know what I want to keep my movement speed. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of anything. White creamy sauce. Oh, it's like Alfredo. Or yogurt. Yeah, that too. Yeah, that's the only thing that came to mind for me. Hey, it's the Durian. Neat. God, this does damage to single targets. I guess I'll go... If I can actually get back up. Yeah, I can. I'll go make this now. That just didn't do anything to me. And I was right inside of it. Oh, there's also Durian Gear. A speedy, spiky weapon made out of durian shells. Inflicts 33 points of axe and melee damage. Or a shield improvement. 2-second cooldown, but this one only has a 0.5-second cooldown. And it absorbs the same amount of damage, but just can be raised for only 24 instead of 30 seconds, which how are you ever going to raise it that long anyway? That's just straight up a downgrade. Here we go. No, that's not the one. Where's the guy? This is the guy. Oh, I need durian flesh, and that's not what that is. Okay. Okay. Oh, you can attack with a spear while the shield is raised. That actually makes a lot of sense in hindsight. Durian shield does damage too. Oh, so it does. Does a little bit of damage. Would you look at that? Don't care, though. Not giving up this bow. It's too strong. 5 points of damage. Like, that's nothing. Not gonna do all your damage by blocking. 5 points at a time. If I had like 15 more damage per shot on this, it'd be better. Most things tend to barely survive my attacks. There's the durian flesh. I'm not going back now, though. I'll just wait. I was looking at chat. Not that it matters. Double shield build. Don't think you can get a primary weapon shield. This isn't Dark Souls 2. Just one bite will remove any anxiety. Okay. Good. Yeah, I'd love to do a clamps build if I could. Be a good meme. Yes, please repeatedly hit me into spikes. I'm just going to stay up here with my cheesy bow and win real quick, if you don't mind. The main power of the bow is being able to just stay back. It's just a bonus that the damage is as good as it is. Like, they're just getting deleted. It's too good for how safe it is. A bonus. Guys, please, no. Don't do this. You can't make these puns. It's illegal. Yo. We're so original. You and me both. It's not here. Where'd you hide it? I'm not obliged to tell you. Yeah, real mature of you just to hide things. They really like this this face image. You're the immature one. Why have you turned blue? You weren't like this. I'm a spirit. Spirits need to look blue, translucent, and a bit blurry. Otherwise, how will people know you're a spirit? Are you having trouble maintaining your form? I'm not obliged to tell you. Magic bends reality by using up mana to fuel that change. This game should just be bosses? Yeah. Agreed. Every time we use mana, we sacrifice a bit of ourselves. This is what you told me. You're hurting yourself for an impossible goal. This is my final warning to you, Simmer. The consequences to opening the Stargate are immense, and I will not let you go further. Then we're done here. I don't know, since we became like this, Grill. What? What? What is this line? The hell? I will open the Stargate, and you're also coming with me. Okay. Coolsies. Boom, boom, boom. Such intense music. Mount Asan recipes. Okay. I think the third girl was just Emma. What's this option? Increases damage output by 30% for melee attacks executed while falling through the air. Interesting. I'm going to take that guy, though. Instead of what? I guess I'll finally drop the movement speed. It's too good to pass up. Oh, this is the melee attack one, so I don't actually want that right now. Never mind. Take the movement speed back. Let's see. Fairy Staff. Secondary. Take aim and create a big pink explosion. Inflicts 40 points of magic damage. That's like not that much anymore. I mean, I'll see what it looks like. It's just a reskin of that fireball one. Telling her not to waste mana while surrounding herself with flames. Real convincing. Yeah, really though. It's a good use of her magic. I met a plant person that looked a lot like an ice cream cone. He was looking for the boss. I've never heard of a plant like that. If Grill were here, she'd probably know. Speaking of Grill, the boss just told me. Grill is the Lord Protector of the forest. Okay. So her name is just literally Grill, after all. Tyler, you promised me you'd quit your medication. That wasn't even my fault. Grill and Simmer forced me to take... Wait, that's not the point. It's really true. The Lord Protector of the forest is our old friend Grill. Okay. Is that a butt? Turbine sphincter. I got the turbine sphincter. Okay. It was a butt, all right. Doesn't get much more butt than that. Forced surgery. Blood Lotus tea. This beverage quenches your thirst and replaces it with bloodthirst. Ooh, I wonder if it's like lifesteal or something. You again. End of the line, you disgusting zombie. I have meticulously studied your jump distance and created spike traps perfect for impaling you. Your smelly feet will not be allowed to take one step on this sacred earth. But you're welcome to try as many times as you please. I will watch your futile efforts with glee. Ha ha ha. You didn't account for the air dash. Ha ha. This game would be like 30% better if it actually ran well. You can get over that without even dashing, too. Install the jet engine in your butt? Yep, quite literally. Oh, whoops. I want to do that. Boar meat. Finally, some normal meat. Is it normal, though? Is anything in this game normal? Really? I don't believe it. Easy cheese. Easiest cheese of my life. I was gonna actually use the shield, but apparently I don't need to. My character's a mess. I know, right? There's just shit everywhere. A mess really is just like the best word for what this is. What it looks like. Is that? So my arrows can go up there, but I can't. Okay. Got it. Oh my god. Alright, the dash would probably help there. Oh, that's slightly annoying. This really is budget Wings of V. Great, he summons bees and I have a single target weapon. Maybe I want to switch back now if there's going to be multiple of those guys. How is that bee just, like, sitting there? You have no idea what you're looking at? Not sure anyone does. I'm the one playing the game, and I don't think I do. What do we have here? Oh, a bottle. Will you play that new game Solgren is making? Do you have to ask? That kind of question? I'm going to play that the millisecond it comes out. When that game comes out, I will already have pressed go live on OBS with my erection. And I'll be just waiting for it to appear in the Steam store. Oh my god, stop cock-blocking me, bees. Thought so? Yeah. I guess they just lie to her after their master dies. That makes sense. Rex streaming, lol. But that's what you're watching right now. Me streaming. Dude, this platforming sucks. The controls are not good enough to justify it. Oh god, two of these guys with the bow. And you just get in melee range and make sure it hits them. Oh, that sound effect stacking, though. Wait, why are there still bees? They're both dead. Must be a bug when there's multiple. You never saw a Rex stream? Who's Rex anyway? Never heard of him. Oh, that wall looked like background. I got confused. This area sucks with bow. It actually doesn't even suck that much because the bow is just that strong that it's still good, even though it's not a good choice for this at all by rights. Okay, kill the bees, even though there's no point. You'll do me one better. Why is Rex? Because the memes. I was born of the memes. It's my raison d'etre. Bunch of dead boars. Rip. I don't know what I just got. I assume it was important. Oh, there's another one right fucking there, so I guess not. Ah, Durian Chan on top of all the bees and everything. Good. I assume these guys die with even the slightest attack. What? Oh. Guy was hitting me through the fucking wall. Why is One Punch Man in your heart containers? Oh, man. I love One Punch Man. I watch every episode of that like the day it comes out. It's not often I care that much about keeping up with anime or anything. Season 2 good. Yeah, it's great. The animation's slightly less good, but it's totally good. Like it's still not bad. It's just slightly less good. Hello? According to the big Uncle Tree who takes care of us, Mount Asan is the brightest place in the dungeon. So it's terrible, gotcha? Yeah, worst thing I've ever seen. That's correct, children. Long ago, Asan was pitch black, a dead area where no plants could survive. Oh, I haven't seen that rainbow wing yet. Who was it that brought light and made this paradise for us plants? I know, it's the Lord Protector of the Forest. That's right, kids. Advanced lighting technology was left behind at the highest levels of Mount Asan. Maybe we are the assholes. But ever since the humans disappeared, the lights broke one by one until the entire area was thrown into darkness. Those are pretty wings. It's a good combo. The Lord found us in darkness and worked day and night to fix all the lights. Now, all over Mount Asan, plants live happily because of her selfless deeds. Why the fuck would a tree wear a hat when it needs direct sunlight to survive? That's an excellent question. The Lord Protector is amazing. When my legs grow out, I also want to make this a better place to live. I'm sure you will. In this dungeon, every living being has their place and responsibility. Every plant and animal that lives here does their job and plays their part, not only for the Lord Protector, but more importantly for the healthy ecosystem and natural order. Okay, it's watching its figure. It doesn't want to get too fat on too much sunlight, you know? Is this the same guy from a second ago? Because how can you something animals? Because that's the will of the Lord Protector? Every living being must do their part for the ecosystem. Both plants and animals sacrifice themselves for the cause. We're the only source of nutrition for these cows. If we don't do our part, they'll starve. Silkworms went extinct because the mulberry plants refused to cooperate. That's unacceptable. Hey, thanks for the 41 months, Mango. How's it going, man? Appreciate all the subbing. The Lord Protector gave us life, and as plants, we should be grateful. What do we gain from making these sacrifices? What do you mean? Without silkworms, are our lives really that worse off? At the end of the day, it's these lights that give us life. Not the animals, and definitely not the Lord Protector. Got him. You could almost have the two instances of the same guy on the screen at the same time, assuming it is the same guy. Which is hilarious. Makes no sense. Nice, Mango. Does this hurt me? Oh, I bet that hurts me. Seems like a bad time. Obviously had to check. Oh, that doesn't even hurt that much. Obviously I had to check to the left first. Dude, this is like 25 damage. That should kill me instantly. Is this a Pokemon? This looks like it'd be a Pokemon. That's quite the intense fucking attack. Electric antelope meat. You're hoping that would kill me? I mean, there's respawns everywhere. It wouldn't even matter. That's why I didn't care that much and just went for it. Fellas, please. I'm trying to go fast here. Easy dodge. What a gamer. Dude, it's so fucking laggy, like, all the time. I would seriously be having a much better time if this just ran smoothly. You hear the newest Pokemon game won't let you catch all the Pokemons or something? Huh? No, I didn't hear about that. I don't know anything about Pokemons. I'm completely ignorant where Pokemons are concerned. Cocoa powder pairs well with tea and biscuits. Okay. It doesn't have a national dex. I don't know what that means. Pokédex is what all the Pokemon are registered in, right? But I don't know what a national dex is. Or what it means to not have one. Pokemons will outlast us. Pokemons are eternal. Pokemons are for children, let's be honest with ourselves. Anyone who likes Pokemon is wrong. Just kidding. That was my go live message the other day to trigger people, though, and it worked. It isn't confirmed if that means that all the Pokemon will be in normal dex, or if it means you just can't get some Pokemon. I see. Tragic, really, either way. How could they do this to their beloved fans? Iron beef. The only meat you can find on the periodic table. Haha. Squares, boss. Ah, okay. I guess there's a boss over there. What do you know? I almost got out of there. I only took 5 damage for it because of my shield. Wow, this is a long side path compared to usual. I do a lot of these. Dude, my various shields are so overpowered. Like, I don't have to give a fuck about anything. Astral Chains? Never heard of it. Dude, there better be a sick-ass item over here. Really gotta go out of your way for this shit. Imagine if I hit every shot, what the DPS would be like on this thing. It's too bad I missed half of them. Did Rex just ignore me? I'm unsubbing. What very important message. Oh, shit. I didn't even see your... Wow, I'm either deaf, blind, or both. How do you feel about Lex being a bigger streamer than you in way less time? Is she? I don't feel anything. You shouldn't say things like that to streamers, though. Pretty shitty thing to say. Thank you for the 35 months, though, you jackass. Wait. Now I'm getting a checkpoint? If I'm getting a checkpoint, does that mean that this was the right way? Streaming isn't a competition? Well, yeah, it is. You have to compete for viewers and hence money, but... I mean, there's no point to, like... shit on someone and, like, try to make them feel bad because another person got more success in less time or whatever. There's a million factors at play. Went the story route. Oh, God damn it, what have I done? I guess I can teleport back. Super double crab boil. Okay. Like, I'm not a very, sensitive guy. So it didn't really get under my skin too much, but, like, it's not a cool thing to say. You could easily, upset someone saying that kind of shit needlessly. Going all the way back now for what's probably just a meme. Probably not even anything interesting there. Boss. It's just a camp, I guess. Gorgon shield. Heavy and durable ray shield, blah, 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 blah. It absorbs less. And it has a longer cooldown, too. It's garbage. Why do they keep downgrading their weapons? Jar full of friendly green poisonous mosquitoes inflicts 300 points of damage over 10 seconds. That ain't bad. I'm gonna see if that's used for a weapon first. That I would prefer. Oh, that was weapons. These are dishes. Well, I'm stupid. What am I talking about? Damage enemies for 30 damage points when dashing into them and knock away enemies' bullets. That sounds pretty nice. Increase melee weapon attack speed. Wasp that attack enemies. Occasionally drops a healing guava. Every 3 seconds. Dude, I swear to God, they don't know how to balance their items. It's like the early game versions of these things are so much better. I have one that just heals me 3 every what was it? No, it heals me 5 every 3 seconds, was it? 3 HP every 10 seconds versus only when attacked every 3 seconds for 5 health. Like, this is so much better because it's constant and, like, the numbers are not even that far apart. For something that only works when you get hit, too. Perform an electrical attack with a sword-type weapon while dashing. Neat. Perform a downward slash attack in the air with a sword-type weapon. Down plus attack. Neat. Every percent of HP lost increases damage output by 1%. Neat. That'd be nice for bosses, maybe. I don't know what I want. Increases damage output of double crab oil by 30%, but lowers attack speed by 10%. I don't even know what double crab boil is, I'm not gonna lie. What do I want out of all that? I wish there was oh, never mind. The thing I was gonna say I wish there was is already a thing. Why would you ever not use the guava juice? This? Yeah, I don't know. It just seems straight up better. Couldn't make any new swords, right? So, I don't know. Is the red thing, is it the red thing that's not unlocked middle top? Yep. Ah, that, okay. I see. It could be nice. don't know that there's anything here I want right now, because I guess that, but what do I want that instead of? The movement speed thing, I guess. Just have crazy damage instead. Oh god, I feel so slow now. Somehow 20% is like a million, actually. The dried guava seems better if you never take damage from hazards. How? It only heals you for 5 when you get hit, and you tend to get hit for a lot more than 5, so it's like you're not even going to break even on your health with that. Whereas this one just constantly heals 3 every 10 seconds. Seems way better. Okay, I feel really slow. Because it's 5 every 3 seconds, but only if you take damage. But when you take damage, you're going to lose more than you get back with that. Whereas the juice will continue to heal you out of combat the whole time, and you'll get back way more health. Like, if you get hit, for instance, right there, I got hit for 14. 9 of that health is never coming back, no matter how long, no matter what happens, it's not coming back. Whereas with this other thing, I'm just going to get that back. After, like, what, 50 seconds or something? Less than a minute? Both could be good in combination because the non-juice one at least provides, like, more rapid healing right after getting hit. But I don't know if I want to take up 2 slots for that, you know? DVT dance. Yeah, I really should stretch. I had to use the bathroom, but the urge kind of went away, so I never did. So I never ended up stretching. Grill's Animal Rehabilitation Diary, 0 to 1. I've been trying to raise animals for a while, but I'll start writing some things down now. I miss the days when I worked with an old friend to put together some recipes. I was lost and miserable in the first few years I returned as a spirit. After that disaster, humans disappeared from the dungeon. Everyone I knew had disappeared. Why was I able to return as a spirit, but others couldn't? What should I do next? I spend most of my time holed up in the ruined dorms and crying. I lay on that sofa and kept longing for the days when everyone was still around. The story in this game sucks. If Simmer was there, she'd probably laugh at my situation and make me some food to feel better. But she's not even here. I don't need to eat. I don't need to sleep. I just need to sit and let time pass. For an immortal spirit, time is the most useless thing. You say that about every indie game? Almost all of them, yeah. It's pretty rare for an indie game to have a passable story, in my opinion. Grill's Animal Rehabilitation Diary, 02. In these ruins, I'm surrounded by all sorts of plants and flowers. As time passed, these slowly turned the place into a forest. A fairy flutters between the vines, using its magic to shoot down a predatory spider. I don't know. I don't think it's very good. I think the like the interactions between the characters and shit are okay enough. Like, it's not super awkward like a lot of indie games. But like the actual content of the story itself is boring and dull and like unimaginative. An illusion mantis stakes up on it and swiftly cuts it in half. Oh yes, stakes up on it. Yeah, I like Celeste's story. As it picks up the 2 halves of its meal, the enlightenment shroom nearby releases its spores, and the mantis breathes them in. In a few days, those spores will have taken over the entire mantis, allowing new shrooms to grow. Life continues something oops. Humans are gone, but I think there may still be things worth living for, worth protecting. I still miss my friends, my recipes, and I still wish I could eat her home-cooked meals. But I need to learn to focus on the here and now, on more important things, for me. Okay. It's fine for a silly story. I don't know, I don't find it interesting at all. There are some games that are indie games and more story focused. Like, the only example that comes to my mind right at this second is To the Moon. I almost teared up at that game. Grill's Animal Rehabilitation Diary, 03. A quick survey of this facility revealed that most of the facility is in disrepair and unsuitable for plant and animal life. I'll need to do some pretty major repairs and renovations if I want to expand this tiny ecosystem. This better be the last one of these. The Crosscode story itself was better than average, but I especially liked the specifically the interactions between the characters, like particularly like what they did with the silent protagonist shtick with Leah was really cute. I enjoyed the story of Crosscode more than most indie games. I'm just one person, so it might take a very, very long time. But I've got all the time in the world. I don't have a body, but I can use some of my dragon skills to put something together. Spent a lot of time tinkering with it, but now I look like a giant flying monster. Oh well. As I was flying around fixing wires and pipes, I was discovered by a group of talking plants. Now they're calling me the Lord Protector of the Forest. That's interesting. They're also worshipping me, I think, which is kind of troubling. I never wanted to become the leader of a cult. But seeing them working and running in circles around me is pretty fun. Okay. If there's another one, I'm not reading it. Sorry. That was plenty for me. What? Where'd that one come from? Think there could be something over here? Nope. Nothing. But the lore? I think we're in luck, and that was the last... Oh. Not doing it. I refuse. Oh. Good. Enjoy. When damaged, raise axe and hatchet damage by 30% and attack speed by 40% over 4 seconds. Looks like we're almost finished the game, guys. Increase staff attack speed by 20%? What, like the secondary magic ones, I guess? Adds a large lightning strike to bow attacks if you haven't attacked in the last 2 seconds. Yep. What are we getting rid of for that? Maybe this poison? 64 over 8 seconds is not that bad, though. That's nice to just have on any weapon, like the bow. I mean, I don't intend to be too low. 200%, not 20%. What? What's 200%? What did I read wrong? Which item? Squishy toad gland. When enemy is bleeding or poisoned, each effect causes 8 additional points of damage. That could be really good stacking damage over time. The staff damage up. Which... Oh, by 200. Yeah. My bad. These are all necessary. I really like the projectile blocker, too. I guess that's going to be this. I don't know. I'll try that, see how I feel about it. I mean, I do most of my damage very quickly with the bow anyway. Like, I kill stuff pretty fast, so I'm not really sitting around and waiting for damage over time, you know? Neat. Wait, there's a lot of weapons missing still. Is this the end? Are we going back to Factoria? Not going back to Factoria. I wonder if there's a boss in here. Seems like there's probably a slight chance of it. The story dungeon timer. Yeah. I never beat Emily either, I don't think. I'm not sure I got her even once. 64 over 8 seconds is only 8 damage per second. It is, but like that's decent. Like it's fallen off a bit though. Yeah, it's not huge anymore. To bask in the light of our Lord Protector. How diligent, how selfless. My opinion of Factoria's story, it is perfect. It's exactly what it should be. Once we finish fixing the lights here, we'll start tackling that plumbing issue down at Halcyon Heights. I don't know how to say this word still. I wish someone would tell me. If only I could comprehend the advanced technologies involved. Oh, dear Lord, it's Simmer's zombie. Halcyon? Okay. Shit. How did you get here? I may have faltered in my efforts to block you, but I shall falter no more. As the only servant still loyal to the Lord Protector, I must destroy you here and now. I must now fight you myself, even if I am extinguished from this mortal coil. Stand back. Let me take care of this. But my lord, you mustn't be bothered with trash like Halcyon. Halcyon. Yep, sounds legit. Simmer created it for the sole purpose of disrupting me, so I'm the one that needs to deal with it. Stay away from this area. I understand. So you're Simmer's strongest apprentice. Let's see what you've got. Oh shit. It's the end of the game. All of a sudden. Confirmed final boss, just this one form, and that's it. Game over. Don't forget you have a shield and a dodge now. Neat, I actually blocked that. Look at me go. Like a real gamer. Where the fuck did that thing come from? Get out of here. Uh-oh. Starting to take damage. Watch out. Shields are OP. How much health do you got right now? Oh, that only hits the ground. It doesn't even affect me in the air. I thought the laser would just hurt me straight up. Is this me or is this kind of easy so far? Although she's getting a little spammy now, so never mind. Fuck. Okay, I've got shields and heals. I thought we were only supposed to distract this person. Are we just gonna straight up kill her instead? Okay, getting pretty spammy. I got forced into the corner pretty hard there. Oh, I didn't even see that trap. Heck. The heals are so good, man. I can't get away. Fuck. That's kind of brutal. I guess that's what you gotta do, kind of just dash. Definitely no lack of health on this boss. Boss looks pretty cool at least. Yep. Oh god, my mouse is going over to the other computer. Better lock that in. You don't want that. I've been healing back all the damage I'm taking this whole fight so far. Like, no issues at all. I wish my cursor was a little easier to see. Keep losing it. And bosses die? Pretty much. Like, do those projectiles even do anything? I can't tell. Those small ones. I guess my shield is just blocking all of them? They do, like, no damage? Not sure. Is this just, like... Is she just protected by plot armor right now? I can't kill her. She should have been dead, like, 40 shots ago. Oh, I think the bar moved. Okay. Plot armor's a sin. It was a waifu! But... how? If you're this powerful, that could only mean... Simmer's in grave danger. Simmer's in grave danger? From me? What? What? No way. I'm a good boy. You managed to chase Grill away? That's pretty amazing. She looked very distressed. You did well, new guy. You bought us enough time to bring almost everything to the surface. Once the last of the Captain DUI Blu-rays arrive, we should be ready to meet up with Simmer later. She's moving specimens from the biostorage facility near the surface. You should be able to find her up there. You accomplished something pretty major. I think you've cinched her Employee of the Month award this time. Damn it, I spend all day every day doing this bullshit work. When do I get my award? Ah yes, Rabby Ribby has the best story of any video game ever. Go ahead of us and tell her we'll be there soon, Employee of the Month. Maybe something up here. This looks like the kind of thing that might be tricky, but have something at the... Nope, nothing. Okay. That's good, too. What about this side? Damn. Garbage game doesn't even have secrets in every possible location. Why even bother making the game? God, I think we might end up having to fill in the rest of the stream with Jump King, which terrifies me. I have many concerns. Sorbet Biological Storage Facility. Sorbet. Sorbet? With 2 T's, maybe? We enjoy Jump King stream? Yeah, that makes one of us. Great, I love the beginning of that game. I missed a shiny? What? You fucking with me? You're fucking with me, aren't you? Where did I miss a card? Why? Could also do more Tetris. I don't know about streaming more Tetris right now. We'll see what I'm in the mood for after. Yes, fucking with you. Ah, thanks for waiting to tell me after I went all the way back. I guess that was the whole point. What is this? Gaming content. There are a couple of old photos on top of these boxes of junk. Simmer and her friend are happily showing off some dodgy-looking food. Dude, they're like... Her friend doesn't look too happy. That's pretty cute art. Scythe for interns. A gift from Simmer that summons up to 4 friendly skeletons. Okay. Here's your reward for being Employee of the Month. The scythe I used when I first started learning necromancy. You can use this scythe to summon your very own minions to do your work. If this piques your interest in necromancy, I can teach you more once we leave this dungeon. I'm not very good at saying this kind of stuff face to face. It makes me feel very awkward, so let me put this into writing. I want you to know that without you, I would never have gotten this far. Thank you. You made me remember that happiness, the happiness that comes from having my own work be validated. When I return to this dungeon as a spirit, I spend every day fearing that my existence and work would just disappear in this darkness. But I feel the opposite now. I'm confident that as a super talented boss with equally talented employees, I can do anything. Our achievements will dazzle those on the other side of that Stargate. Alrighty, let's not get complacent with all the compliments and gifts. We're moving specimens from here. Come help us. Your very, very amazing boss, Simmer. She's super dead. I'm exhausted. It's been a whole day of moving. Where are Emma and Tyler? According to past experience, they're probably making out in some dark corner. Congratulations on getting the Employee of the Month award. Before you arrived, she used to rotate the award between us. But with this power gap, you're probably going to get all future awards. Correct. Is she not already dead? Yeah, she's gonna ghost die. Guess there's no more dishes. Guess I'll give this a shot. Ah, neat. Neat. This sturdy metal door looks like it was violently torn apart. A magical barrier covers the entire doorway. Is he trying... Wait, what? Is it trying to stop things from going in or coming out? You're here. I need your help. As you can see, this is a facility for storing various plants and animals. All the creatures you see originated from here. Just now, when you were fighting that Lord Protector, someone or something came through here and let out the worst thing. The worst thing? I need you to go into this area and just destroy those things that took everything from us. Good luck, and be careful. Another Bossu? So soon? Sorbet Biological Storage Facility. Okay. About the Sorbet Biostorage Facility. Sorbet Biostorage is a research facility formed under the aegis of the United Federal Government. Our mission is to collect and preserve the all living organisms vulnerable to extinction. Close enough. It's not sorbet, there's 2 T's. After the conclusion of the 6th mass extinction, our mission will pivot to cloning and raising the organisms underground. We aim to create independent, functioning ecosystems and provide sustainable and stable natural resources for all citizens to enjoy. Through our efforts at Sorbet, we hope to build Mother Nature a new and improved home. The first and last T are silent. Ah, so Sorb. Got it. Checkpoint. Oh, what the fuck? Here, let's summon some guys and see how much damage they do. 30. Most of them are just standing by me. I guess if I went past, they would aggro. I like how I move the cursor on the words because it looks like the character is looking at the subtitles. Oh, I didn't even realize I was doing that. Yeah, they do pretty good damage once they actually get in there. You just summon new ones each time you get next to an enemy. God damn. This is a lot of guys. Jesus Christ. Everybody chill. Everybody just wait a second. Holy fuck. That's a lot of enemies. Flesh boys. Apparently I can eat that. It's like the monster cells from One Punch Man. Should I do it, chat? Should I eat it? Okay. Can't remember if wall jumping gives me back my double jump. I'm just gonna... I don't know. I'm tempted to just, like, run through this area. I definitely don't want to be using the bow here. That's probably fine. My skelly boys are doing some good work for me. I don't want to run through only because I want to make sure I get any possible ingredients. Not that it likely matters. Maybe you'd actually get good at games then. Haha! Got him. So can the Skelly boys die? I can't tell if they're getting kill. Is Rex good at this game, or is the game kind of easy? Everything between bosses is pretty easy, for sure. Bosses themselves are, like, moderately challenging. Everything in between bosses is easy, he says, as he gets down to 1 heart. Is this game good or a meme? It's okay. Oh, we don't want to do that again. Oh, thank God for the shield. Because it fucked me. I'm scared. I've got no health. C04 cold storage area. Warning, level 5 extreme biohazard. No physical contact with C04 is allowed. Staff must conduct checkups and maintenance of the refrigeration systems every 5 hours. In the event of physical contact, all staff involved will be terminated on site by security and instantly incinerated using high-power fire magic. Seems legit. All other staff assigned to C04 will be placed in quarantine for 30 days for further observation. Okay. Description. Metric tons of C04 were delivered to the facility on date under the auspices of something. Refused to reveal how they came into possession of C04. C04 has been theorized to be a parasite, chemical agent, or even a blank, but tests have been unable to shed light on its chemical processes or internal metabolism. Organs that come into contact with C04 slowly decay, turning into new instances of C04 with additional mutations such as blank, blank, or blank. C04 feeds exclusively on any and all kinds of eukaryotic biomass and has the potential to wipe out entire ecosystems. To prevent a possible blank class scenario, the containment and elimination of C04 is now the facility's highest priority. Okay. I've never played these SCPs. I kind of want to... Fine. C04 photo records. Exhibit A, a mean fish and C04. Effects after 5 minutes of exposure. Effects after 10 minutes of exposure. Effects after 15 minutes of exposure. Neat. Final boss time? Where did this whole thing come from? Like, no mention of this the whole time, and then suddenly, oh, this is the true final boss. This was the thing the whole time. In fact, what the fuck is going on? I guess the Skelly men do die, because they went away at some point there. What are you doing? Is that an attack? I can't actually tell. Hey, Skelly men, get in there. Do stuff. This art style is so busy you can't tell what you're seeing. My favorite is the character with all of my various equips just completely obscuring me. It's great. Hey, it's me. I'm a researcher here. Everyone calls me Rob. I'm 33, single, and ready to mingle. It's been weeks since the internet went down, and I haven't shitposted in forever. Haha. I've decided to make this my blog, so if I die here, someone will be able to hear me bitch about my life. I operate the massive bioprinters that print animals for the cloning department. Conditions here were much better than at the Stargate project. They had to come in during weekends and worked overtime every single day. We just do our 9 to 5 and also got to play with newly cloned kitties and puppies while working. It was pretty sweet. One day, a bunch of military trucks drove in and left us with those barrels of C-04. That was when everything went to shit. Apparently, it was wreaking havoc in the big cities, and we were told to find a way to kill it. I think the C-04 day was also the day the internet died. F. Haha! F. F. Fellas. Oh. If you're that powerful, why don't you just do this? Good work. Only undead creatures like you and I can fight these things without getting infected. Shit, why does something like this have to happen now? If I found out any later. Nope, now's not the time to be depressed. Thanks to you, we're almost at the surface research facility where our Stargate is located. Those monsters are one of the reasons why this wretched place will eventually destroy itself. Once we leave, we won't have to worry about any of this. Let the other skeletons handle the rest of the monsters. All that's left for us is to get that Stargate activated. You've outgrown this dungeon. Let's leave this place together and give your life a future. Okay. Hello? These skeletons glow with an eerie dark blue light. They don't look very talkative. Alrighty then. Who are they not gonna like stop me? Okay, I guess they're not actually a whatever. Bad things await necromancer waifu? Probably. A real skeleton crew there. Haha. Banned. Those skeletons aren't alive. Strange. Well, in this game, it is kind of strange. A broken display. The text uses an annoying font. A new world awaits you with a warm, welcoming sun. The United Federal Government invites you to open the gates to humanity's future. United Federal Government. Oh, okay, thanks. Don't know what that first line was, but his name is I Dump. It's been so long since anybody visited me. The people now look very different. The last group of visitors showed up in just their bones. How curious. Well, 4 of us are just bones. Are you here for a tour? Allow me to tell you the story of this facility. Oh boy. A long time ago, the sun left. So the surface of the earth became very, very cold. Nobody would be able to survive it. What was to be done? That's when a group of very intelligent scientists and mages appeared. They put aside their differences to create this underground city. Another group of brave adventurers formed a space exploration team and flew off to find a new planet to live on. I mean, where are we getting our heat? I guess we just use, like, for instance, nuclear power to generate heat in this area alone. When they find a new habitable planet to colonize, they will quickly assemble the gates to humanity's future, the Stargate. I guess the heat from the core of the Earth, sure. The other Stargate is being built right here in this facility. Once both gates are activated, residents of the underground city will be able to head into their new world and see their warm new sun. Neat. Fire magic, I guess so. Each man-hour put into the Stargate brings us closer to our bright new future. And as for little old me, I'm the janitor. My job is to keep the floors clean. Well, obviously the humans that made it, or that left, never made it. Like, there's just no fucking way. If they did, the ending of the story is going to be that, like, we go there, but we're not accepted because we're undead, and they, like, kill us immediately. Whatever. Something like that. How you guys liking these sound effects? You liking that? Some astronomical research logs are on the screen. On date, the sun moved away from the ecliptic plane at a rate of something at an angle of something. This is far beyond the normal movement of the sun. If this movement continues, the entire solar system will disintegrate as the gravitational influence of the sun wanes. A strong radio transmission was also detected from the sun, as the abnormal movement was observed. The contents have been amplified and decrypted. Hello, people of Earth. Over the last billion years, I've watched you evolve and grow. I can't tell you how glad I am to be part of that. And of all the life forms I've had the pleasure to encounter, you humans have been the most delightful with your intelligence, creativity, and determination. Thus, I have an important announcement to make to you. I have decided to leave the solar system. While I enjoy the feeling of having my own planet spin around me, I think it's time to leave my comfort zone and seek new experiences. The fuck? I thought this was going to be like a god or an alien. It's just actually the sun leaving a message. As a star, why do I have self-awareness? Why aren't my planets self-aware? Could there be others like me? I hope my journey will help me answer these questions. We got dumped by the sun. I understand that when I leave, all life on Earth will die. But as they say, all the world's a stage, and because of personal reasons, I've just decided to close down the entire theater. I've never proactively contacted any life forms before. Thanks, Reaper, for gifting a sub to Trebron. Appreciate it, man. Rex Gur, but why? So I'm doing this because I really like you all. I just wanted you to know. Don't worry, it's not you, it's me. You did nothing wrong. I will start moving starting today, and soon I will just look like another star in the sky. Have fun, and don't be afraid to enjoy the remainder of your lives. Don't send spaceships, and don't try to contact me. I will burn them. Love, Sun. Okay. He's mad he couldn't resub himself. Get wrecked. A photo drop from an overstuffed cardboard box. Everyone's here. Okay, so we got main waifu-chan. We got bad waifu-chan. Emma. Big brute guy. What was his name? And then other guy. Other guy. Tyler was the big brute guy, but who was the other guy? Last guy is you. Oh, maybe. What if I'm a girl, though? So that's the Stargate. It looks just like the poster. A big black butthole. Okay. That person, maybe? Yes, this will take us to the new planet where everyone else is. So they found a planet similar to Earth and successfully colonized it. Then they built a Stargate to bring the rest of the humans across. Out there, warm sunlight, normal vegetables, and all sorts of new games will be waiting for us. If they've also been perfecting necromancy, we might even have a chance to get bodies again. So you're saying we could go back to stuffing our faces and playing video games all day? I miss your cooking, Simmer, even if most of it was borderline diabetic. Worry not, we also have this apprentice who might even exceed my skills. That's in the way distant future, though. But we must strike while the iron's hot. Pack your bags and activate. Time for some large die, I assume. Where's the big, giant thing, like the worst of all thing? Was it just those individual creatures? I guess there's no big boy. Nothing happened, boss. Are you sure it still works after all these years? It can't be broken. Everything else works down here. You might want to check out the back of the machine. I'm not an engineer, but I don't think the wires here are supposed to be cut like this. What? Who cut the wires? Was it Grill? If it was, why would she do this to me? What should we do now? I mean, if they're just cut, just fucking reconnect them. Like, it wouldn't be that hard. I know there's another Stargate. This one's just the prototype. But it's all the way down to the lowest levels of the dungeon. Oh boy. Looks like we'll need your help again, my apprentice. I need you to stop that lunatic from destroying another Stargate. If that one doesn't work, then we're stuck here forever. Then why don't you do it? What if I could? Alrighty. There can't be too much more to it though, because there were no other foods even. I mean, you don't need to solder if it's wires. You can just reconnect them. Just like take the ends and like for this purpose, you could literally just fucking tie them together. Just like coil one around the other. Stargate Alpha Test 20 report. As long as it's connecting. Stargate Alpha Test 20 report. We were once again able to get visual contact with the exploratory team through the Stargate for 5 seconds before the connection was severed. The immense amount of power required to power the Stargate and the vibrations it generates makes it difficult to extend the test beyond a 5-second window. If it had to operate for longer than 5 seconds, it would cause a tear in space and create immense destruction for the entire underground area. All testing on the Stargate must be suspended in order to prevent further damage to the facility and the power grid. Ah, so we're fucked. Got it. Good to know. Well, GG then. GG. Another elevator. What's that 350 on the right? Oh, it went away. Oh! It's, over. I mean, they said it was early access, but it said they just like wanted to like polish and like think about adding a few different monsters and shit that they haven't. That to be continued. All right. So that lasted what, 3 hours? Oh wait, maybe there's actually one more thing. Asan Wild Cattle Area. I like how instead of properly crediting the sounds they use, they just put, this game uses many sounds from freesound.org. Like, okay, but that doesn't, you might as well just not fucking put anything there. At that point, this game is like 15 Canadian dollars, I think, by the way, for 3 hours of content. Rip. Oh. That's, ugh. Can anyone... You! Come closer. Please listen carefully to what I have to say. If the Stargate is activated, everything here will be destroyed. Those things have been released. Simmer will disappear. I'm begging you. So, there is more? Game over. That's all we have for this version. Thanks for playing. I want to see how long this goes if I don't click through. Wow, that is, yeah, that's straight up just deceptive. I'm literally going to refund this if it's possible, because, like, they lied about the content of the game. I believe that it was basically finished as the, as it suggests. That's kind of stupid. Not that I expect it would be much more. You went over 2 hours. Yeah, but like that, there can be other bases for, that's just like the no questions asked window. You can still refund if you got ripped off for some reason or if there's some issue with the game. That's bullshit. I should write a review. That's fucking terrible. Oh my god. Maybe I misread the wording. Let's go see. Thank you for the 27 months, Griever Blade. I appreciate it. Let's check the exact wording. The current version of Dungeon Munchies is complete, but each additional dish, creature, map, and feature needs time and more eyes to review and test. We're only a team of 3, so there's a limit to what we can do. We also want feedback in order to create more interesting content and features for the game. I didn't read this part, to be fair. We'll be adding more story content with the goal of bringing closure to Simmer's culinary education program. Every major update will have new areas to explore, new creatures to hunt, new bosses to fight, new foods to cook. So in other words, they just, like, picked a point decided that they can like call it an ending and just like, you know, because technically now they can say it's a full game, even though like they have not released content that even finishes the story. What is the current state of the early access version? We've completed the first chapter of Dungeon Munchies. This includes 6 map areas to explore, 3 unique bosses, and over 30 magical additions and weapons. Should feel like a decent semi-polished short game in its current state. I literally read the absolute first sentence here where it says it is complete and was like, all right, let's try it. Like, I'm not about to sit here and read this entire fucking story that clarifies the literal lie in the first sentence. But yeah, whatever. I guess my bad. You're going to increase the price? If you're going to make it more than this, which is way too high for the amount of content in there right now, like maybe this for the full game if there's going to be a lot more content, but that is way too short for that amount of money. It is complete, but yeah, that's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. That isn't the full sentence. The full sentence doesn't like remove the meaning of this part. It just says that like adding additional dishes and creatures and stuff requires balancing, and they want to make sure that it's balanced correctly and possibly add more, but like that doesn't mean that the game isn't pretty much full. You saw someone try an early access game that claimed to be mostly feature complete, and it was so bare bones it didn't even have key binding or an options menu for video and audio. Nice. Well, whatever. I don't care. Is there like not a single bad review? There's 536 reviews for this shit. Oh, I bet most of them are not in English. Are there any negative reviews? What the hell? There's no negative reviews in English. I was literally talking to friends on Discord about how I'm a sucker for any games that have food, dungeon crawling, or crafting, and look what I found on my Steam list. I really enjoyed the combat of this little action side-scroller game. All the mobs are ones with very distinct phases and attack patterns that you can't just blindly rush in on. Even the boss is no walk in the park if you have no sense of timing like I do. I quite like the storyline so far, but it is a touch predictable. Played it for 2 hours straight before I realized I should go to bed. That sounds like pretty BS. I'm not gonna make any claims, but like, man, these are some reviews. There's not a single negative one? I don't know. It's not very good. Why are there... Like, every game is positive. There's not even any that are like... Oh, it took this guy 11 hours? 11 hours. Is it... Maybe it's because I have the review helpfulness beta enabled or whatever. What? 27 reviews that match the filters above. Positive. When did I pick that? I only have filters your language. 100% of the 27 user reviews for this game are positive. Now what if I take off my language? Overwhelmingly positive? At least there's some negatives. 98% of the 530. So it goes up to overwhelming because there's more samples. I want to translate. I want to find and translate a negative review. Can you shut up? I just want to see what people have to say. Language, wait. Review type, negative. 9. There's 9. 9 reviews. Fun to play, but the disabled person is not suitable. What? I hope to launch a simple version to see the story of the play method, or you will not play it. What? Don't understand. Literally the only person who dislikes this game. In English, yeah. I played for a while and thought that the game content is not bad, but the operation is a bit too bad and I can't change the keys. There you go. People with some fucking sense. What about this one? Bit disappointing. The 45-piece game has only a 2-hour process. Yep. Like, why is nobody else complaining? 9 people out of 500 plus are complaining about how fucking, like, lacking this game is. I finished eating in less than 2 hours. My stomach is still hungry. Then the last pile of dirty things made me spit out the food I had eaten before. I like that review. Oh, this guy's got a lot of question marks. This is the last one. I'm done with this meme now. Walk, are you not lie? After I killed the green dragon, he kept playing the curtain in the sky. I couldn't move it. I was shot in the corner and shot again. Then I had to play again? Question marks? Yeah, there's gotta be bots in here, man. Okay, one more. This one's really long. In general, the game has been done with care. The plot needs to be strengthened, and the distinction between long weapons and short weapons is not too obvious. The magic cannot form explosive damage. The magic protection distance is a bit short, and then the damage of the boss is a bit high. Now let's leave a bad review because there's no operation guide in this game. There's a slide operation in the middle. I can't try it anyway. I can only give a bad review first, and the developer wants to know how to add the operation prompt and then give praise. What? Report for bot reviews. I mean, I don't have any solid proof of anything like that. It seems like it to me, though, considering how mediocre that was and how overwhelmingly positive the reviews apparently are.